Oh boy, I'm late. Oh boy, I'm late. Where? Oh, I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it. Okay. This is an interesting. We are just starting out with this week's OSC King of the Hill. Bjorn returning undefeated with technically tied with the highest ever amount of games for King of the Hill. Bear with me. Why is this not working? Oh yeah. Bjorn with T. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, I screwed this up. Dang it, we have a good one right here. It's Bjorn versus Showtime. And I kind of goofed this up a bit. Okay. All right, here we are. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of ley lines in the red. Give it up for Showtime. And his opponent in the bottom left with 21 maps in total to start it off this week. How you doing? Dropping Miss Sondo and Melissa. From Shopify Rebellion is Bjorn, our reigning champ, who's now tied with an all-time record of 21 wins in a row. Starting off last week with 6 wins under his belt, ending with a complete sweep. He didn't lose a single map to anyone. Will Showtime be the upsetter of Bjorn's record? If Bjorn takes this, he beats Special. Right now, he's currently tied with Special. Yeah, so bear with me, guys. I am Omega tired, Dave, but I'm very excited for this. I do apologize that I'm running about, I don't know, it probably turned out to be 5-10 minutes late. 5 minutes late, maybe. Was not feeling good last night, so this is gonna be sick. Alright, depth shading out. I'm just gonna make sure in the meantime, if you guys don't mind, that we are live on. Oh, I had to make sure I'm live on teamliquid.net. Alright, there we go. Save. Has it not showed me? Come on. It's not showing that I'm online. Oh, there it is. And we're good. Hallucinated Phoenix is going on. We're going to see. I mean, he already did see the Marine there. Okay, so just the one Hellion. He's going into the Marine with a might drop, I'm guessing. Yeah, that ain't gonna stick around for too much longer. Decent setup from Showtime, defensively. If it was Hellions, but at the same time, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You can deduce, and that could be okay, but literally, if you scout one Hellion, usually it's pretty evident that it's not gonna be. I got a double gas opener. You have an adept out, you see, or even hell, the hallucination, whatever. If you happen to see that one Hellion, you don't really have to react that hard as the Protoss. And what I mean by that hard is if you're going for 3 gate blank, say, You don't necessarily have the SimCity like that, but being that he's Reaper walled, meh. Wow, I think this is going to be a cancel on the base, almost. And Nexus is going to have some, permanently damaged. It's going to be a little lower on HP to start with, we'll put it that way. Showtime actually, does take a bit of a blow from Beyond. Beyond wants to keep that streak up. They do it Contra Mekla. You know, all I gotta say is, this week we're gonna find out. Who's the bigger Beyond fan? Is it Melissa or Kenny Tenson? Melissa remembers from last time. I was making Kenny mauled. Alright, Forge going down. We got a robotics facility, rather. Excuse me. Charging +1 to follow for Showtime. He already has his blink, so it's pretty par for the course. Isn't going into a robotics bay yet. It's playing a little greedier, but on that. Look, it is a lot of production, but getting that early third with 3 gates, you're not gonna have a lot of units. How you doing, Velvet Lena? Sorry, I didn't see. I didn't exactly see chat too well. Well, one stalker does fall. Not to be unexpected with this kind of push when you only have 4 stalkers. Took a little bit of damage before. 2 probes did fall in there. I hate this observer. Oh, medevac going cheeky, Mr. Beyond. He has stem done. Combat shields is more than likely going to finish up by the time that drop comes. And Showtime, just playing it hella greedy, I'm not going to lie, guys. Charge is finished, so Zealots will be here. They could probably zip around really quick, but I mean, it's... Oh, yo, that was a good pick-off by Showtime right here, but will this drop come in? Yeah, combat shields finished up, concussive shells gonna be in. There's only 4 Marauders, luckily, for Showtime, but again, he has a paltry number of units. There's Kenny. See, I just said today's the challenge of, who's the more hardcore Beyond fan, you or Melissa? There's Kenny Tenson. I knew you'd be... I knew it'd be a matter of time. Yeah, getting Showtime is definitely rough, like... Same time, Beyond's had some good... In my eyes, much of this went favorably to him from the get-go. He did lose the tank. At the end of the day, I don't think that's super hugely impactful. No, Beyond is not going to go down to Showtime. Oh, man. Dang. The King of the Hill is tough. Now, Beyond has set the new all-time record for OSC King of the Hill. Just like that. Damn. I thought Showtime I might go a little longer than that. Yeah. King Beyond dethrones Juanito. Damn, son.
Sondo at set. All hail the new king.
All hail the new King Beyond. Well, that happened to work out a little bit. I need to update my title and stuff. I didn't.
On to set. King Beyond.
Beautiful. Oh shit, next on Korea. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go over. It's gonna be back to back to back to back to back to back. This is wild. Shin now. Surely Shin can take him. Shin actually could. As could Showtime. But this is wild. Like Max Packs went down last week. Oh my god. Eddie says, yeah, I was not up. I don't mind if you spoil, because I've been Patreon to that before, for a while. Like, they were starting up. I'm like, oh, I should just stick to this, but I need the replays, the cast. And I've not done a single... I've watched jack shit of not of OSC, of RSL. I've watched more OSC stuff, like on Steadfast and such, lately than, I'm like, why am I in on this supporting it then this much? No, you're fine, but I gotta cast this stuff. I just think it's funny. Like, what's wrong with me? Oh, sorry. I got a lobby. I hope to see some banner before the match. They're already a little bit sorta, kinda, sorta. I'll try to update the title, etc. as we get time. Versus Shin. I'm at least gonna do this for now. For the numbers, etc., and then adding the Liquipedia. Alright. And, actually, I'd forget something else. Bear with me, this is the tricky part. Okay. Here we are in the bottom right-hand corner, spawning in the red Terran SCVs, our new rating champ of all time. Beyond with 22 points. 22 dubs. And can this man, who apparently can, is quite capable of it, and dethrone Mr. King Beyond. It is, he can't dethrone him, but he can take a map off of him. It is Weebu Gaming's Shin. Our Zerg in the blue. They're on Maganatha. Probably quick ultras again. Yeah, ultras. Well, depending on the builds, depending on the timings, Beyond going for 2 racks Reaper. I personally am not too shocked there. I don't know about you guys. However, it's not like a guaranteed thing. Be unlikely to go 2-1-1 off the back of 2 racks Reaper. Shin's been playing with ultras. I mean, that's pretty par for the course right now. And with that said, it may, like, I mean, really, that is kind of in the meta, I guess. Depending on what your opponent's doing, depending on what you're doing, it ends up, you know, generally speaking, unless it's this weird, bizarro world kind of chance. I wonder, does Beyond know he's on 22 maps? I told him last week he was tied with Special, so at the end. For most maps, so we'll see what happens. And you wanted banner? Here's your banner. Shin saying, listen, man, I'm named after one of the best, most universally recognized ramens there are in existence. Yen's like, bro, that don't mean Jack Diddley. Dave and Kenny Tenson are over there talking about my reign of 21 map wins, 22 map wins, and all of chat. Okay, no, that's not at all what's happening. I have no idea what they're saying. Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on. What's up, Sibajan? As we go 2 CC, he's going double expand, so it is a 3 CC, 2 racks. Wow. Wow. He's greedy like me. Is Beyond actually a Protoss player? He's greedy like me. Well, I play Terran. Literally 2 Rex Reaper, and he's like, I don't give a damn. I'm still gonna drop. I'm still going 3cc, and he's still gonna go 2-on-1. 3cc, 2-on-1 off 2 Rex Reaper, and the timings is pretty freaking based, guys. And this is why I love Bia. Shin? He wasn't super worried about expanding. Now, one thought I have is the saturation and the fact that he isn't really hurried for an expansion. Will he, you know, he's going for a lot of lings. I was going to say, are we going to start seeing all 4 gases be taken? We'll see. I don't think that's going to be the case, but... yeah, that was very close to the queen save for sure. In my mind, as dumb as it sounds, like at this level it's tough. And a 2-on-1, yeah, you're gonna have a decent amount of Marines out in stem. But I almost thought Shin might be going 2 base muta. He's gonna go for a roach push. You're getting a roach warren. Yeah, he's got 2 gases going down there. With that late of a 3rd base, it's certainly a response you could do is the Zerg. For that kind of aggression. 2 base Mutalisk. Does anybody know what they're saying? That'd be the superhero of the day. If anybody knows. Alright, Ling's just kind of keeping a lot of pressure on. Reapers and Hellions out, 5 Roaches, Glial Reconstitution. Stim will be done. We'll have some medevacs, but what we won't have for the moment is some tanks. He has got the, like, this is difficult to deal with without a Banshee or tanks. It's going to be an anti-timing, kind of. I don't know, actually. It all depends on what's retained here. With the Reapers, with the Marines, with the medevacs, siege tank in production, double eBay. I do like for Shin that he's got Glial Reconstitution coming hella fast, and he does have Carapace coming. Though it is Roaches, he does have, I mean, he's got Lings too. He's trying to get some damage, and Beyond is pushing out of the map. The downside is all those Lings are across the map. The Lings could come back in on a flank. Now the Overlord sees the push, he obviously knows the build. The Lings could come in on a flank. They're not going to. Doesn't know where Beyond's army is. I don't understand. He should. He does. He just isn't set up. Like if he went in for a surround kind of with the Roaches in the front and the Lings coming in from behind. That with the medevacs, I think that would have been a decent bit of extra bit of damage. All right, Lings are staying up here. Okay, shit knows what he's doing. He's kept eyes on it. He's kept the Zerglings in the main base. That's actually a 200 IQ. I wouldn't have thought of that because I'm. Like many of us, you know, Dave is a little bit of a toaster oven player, so not the case right now. More Roaches, fast infestation pit. We may just see, as Kenny said, but this time it'd be hella weird. Like some damn fast ultras. I doubt it. I have a feeling we're going to see infestors. I just have a hunch with this playstyle. This is reminding me a little bit of, you know, a less aggressive Dark. The unit comp, how is it going about it? But it does remind me a little bit of Dark. We will likely see a fast Hive at some point. Yep, there's some infestors coming up for now. So it's Roach Ravager, Hydra Ling, no Baneling Nest. Melee is being upgraded for the Zerg. Beyond finishing his 1-1. Just now as he gets his armory. Eventually we'll be done, so it's going to be a little bit before he continues. +2 Carapace in the way for a Zerg. And, oh, he just corrosive biled his hatchery. Wait, that was a debate. That was a debate. But still, I don't really like that. Bruh. You maniac, Shin. What up, Agent Stang? Going fishing? Have a good one, buddy. Enjoy your fishing. Roaches and Ravagers and Lings. It's all Ravager and Ling now. Down here. Shin is not F2ing at all. It's crazy. Like, Shin's always been good, but like lately, I feel like he's gotten less just like, he used to be like super cheeky, cheesy. And I feel like he's just becoming more and more solid of a player as time's gone on. And especially, maybe it has something to do with the fact that, you know, we got him and Solar. Maybe you can consider 3-point in there, but 3 points, there's Solar and Solar and Shin are like the only Zerg in Korea right now, because Osu said he was like stopping, but we'll have to see what happens. That was sad. Oh, the hatchery's gonna be killed, not canceled, because of the assault on the right. Beautiful fungals. Nice catch, but to lose 300 minerals and that drone is 350 minerals. It's kind of, well, 325 minerals considering the 275 hatch. I was reading Pig's proposed balance changes yesterday. We were watching, rather, and reading. And I'm just remembering of the 300 mineral hatchery that we've had forever, but still. Anyway, up in a daze. Beyond getting some big pressure in, but he's got to be careful. There's a couple fresh fungals available, and the corrosive biles might be able to kill these medevacs. Oh my god, Beyond manages to save one, kills 5 drones, has 2 meta. This is the Beyond I love watching, but Shin is playing this so well. Shin is still in this, make no mistake. Then here comes the Ultras, and Kite is plating. The problem for Beyond is he's just got some marauders coming now. A Ghost Academy's not a dirty thought in its daddy's mind. It looks like as we have adrenal glands coming as well. This is the time where Zerg starts cooking. At the same time, Beyond's still keeping the pressure on, getting that hatch, getting all these drones. But it's so damn close to the army supply. I think if he kills these infestors, that could be one good thing. Oh, the rocks are taking down. One of the siege tanks falls. That one tank putting in some work. But the Ultras with chitinous plating. Chitinous plating's a ways away from... that's like the one thing that is not ultra terrifying, you might say, for Beyond, is the fact. Alright, the Widow Mines could be pretty impactful. The fungal is huge, though. Shit with some big moves. The Ultras, the fungal, the siege tank positions from Beyond are actually great, but this army's so stuck together. Oof, I think... oh my god, Beyond needs to get the hell out of there. Now one fungal, which I do think is... yeah, it was available. If Shin landed that, that medevac was down. And that was loaded up, so Beyond actually technically saved some army. But he's kind of hobbling around here. He's going to triple starport response, so I think we're going to start seeing Liberators. Beyond's going to try to get there, but he's on his back foot in terms of army supply. Obviously, from all that fight went, but he's really kept Shin down to a smaller number of bases, a little bit less expansion, but it's all... he's got to be careful keeping this army together. Getting the infestors is really big, but he does not want to lose this whole army. Beyond actually making some big moves with these fights. Pushing in again on the other side as he does finally get dealt a huge blow from Shin. 17 SCVs falling. Beyond getting a 5th CC completed. I think he's okay. Killing the roaches. Shin kind of trading him out. That said, Beyond knows the Ultras are coming. Anabolic synthesis on the ways. We've centrifugal hooks coming as well. This is some of the latest Bane speed I've seen in a minute. How you doing, Cindy? Good morning. I'm sorry I've missed you on calls. Hope you're doing all right. I'm also we'll fill you in one day. Hopefully we'll catch up. Let's see here. Widow Mine is not gonna go off. I can't believe Beyond is up 22 maps though. What up, Christianer? I don't have the bracket in. Christianer, I don't have the bracket in. And everybody. I'm late, guys. I'm late. I literally woke up. Like, I literally messaged. I'll explain after. But anyway, let's get this going. 3-3 on the way for Beyond. We do have centrifugal hook still on its way. Banelings are out in some form. Actually, here's where the Banes are with the Ultras. Going in for a big push on the other side as Beyond has some pressure on here. Lings with a surround is not going to be very fun for Beyond to deal with, as there is also an Infestor with the group, which threatens the injured Medivacs for sure. As well as that, you know, any way you look at it, it's a huge threat to Beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Beyond can hold this. He's got his, well, a Liberator out, but he could use some more. I think he probably should have pre-pulled. And Beyond trying to get in position, trying to make something happen. 5 Liberators coming out. If those were out right now, I'd say, well, this is where Shin might want to reconsider just pushing into here and bum rushing. It's a decent amount of Ultralisk, the real talk. We got some more being remade as they're falling. Beyond might save this planetary, it looks like, for the moment. There's another Ultralisk coming in. We do have Ravagers with Corrosive Biles hitting in. Beyond saves the planetary. The 12 workers fall. Scrappy end here, but a pretty decisive move from our Zerg. This planetary, what the hell, that stayed alive? I mean, not for long. It does get canceled before it's made, at least for Beyond's sake, but still. Kind of wild how that worked. Shin, please stop farming Beyond angry. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's pretty wild to see. But our new record holder might be about to go early today. But still, like, youch. Beyond trying to play this without Ghost. Which, I mean, like, Liberators are great against Ultras, but when you got, like, Roach Ravager. Kudos to Shin, though, for pointing that out. Like, I was just saying, honestly, I'm truly getting dark vibes. It do be a vibe, a dark vibe, with how Shin is playing this a little bit. $33 save Beyond there. Yes, Beyond was ahead on upgrades. We're about that +3 melee, though. +3 Carapace is already done. I didn't even see Shin sneak out that +1 ranged attacks. Kind of an interesting upgrade path for our Zerg. But still, I mean, it makes sense. He was going Roach Ravager. Ling into Ultras, into Banelings after Ultras, which is pretty wild. Oh, and Infestors, of course. What we see. Widowmine coming in clutch, but Beyond needs more DPS to fight these off. That Liberator would have been coming in. He kills all the Ultras, but behind all this shit has been expanding. Beyond down to 60 workers. I think this game isn't over, but it's trade efficiency wise, it's not looking good for Beyond. I think we may see Beyond go down this game. It's not like, I'm not calling it now. They're gonna have to fight it out, but this is a tough spot for Terran. You don't want to be down that much against the Zerg at this stage of the game. Like, in this army supply, but have had trades like that. It's not necessarily over. It just it ain't gonna be easy from here for Beyond. More Widow Mines in production. Looks like we have some units. Okay, it's mostly changelings and stuff. I want to not lose focus on the fight. This Medevac's getting bullied. Wait, Shin wasn't paying attention. He did lose. I don't know if it's gonna matter. It's a lot of Banelings. Beyond landing a couple Widow Mines. I was thinking they were gonna be a little bigger, but unfortunately for Beyond, they are not. Another one doesn't hit the Banelings. As the Terran, you really want to get the most impactful stuff. In this case, I'd say it's the Banelings. Even with the Ultra, it's like, yeah, it's an Ultra. I think the Banelings are a little more terrifying in that case from how many. Vipers are going to be damn annoying here as well. As we do get Fungal, and then Fungal Parabomb would be a deadly combo. Widowmine is out. Cleans up the rest of the Lings. Scrappy game. Shin's starting to go down in army supply a little bit. Beyond actually And a good spot here to get some damage, some counter damage. Shin's building a lot back, but Beyond's army supply catching up. However, Shin is showing that Beyond is not in a great spot. His main base is floated over to the 5th base location. Again, he's down to 39 workers. Beyond's trying to make something happen, but really he needs to keep momentum and get damage. And he's just sitting back. I'm not saying you can't really blame him. This is a big map. But he needs to get like pressure on like yesterday. Like all the pressure. Be out there, be present, getting damage, getting trades. Like basically trading and playing his ass off. If he wants to retain this. So like, yeah, this may not be... Okay, this may not be like the Esports World Cup, right? But this damn win streak is an all-time record. And he's got to fight to keep it. So though he is behind, let's see how this goes out. Is Shin gonna put an end to the streak right now? Or is Beyond gonna keep the magic happening? Baneling's going down, the Ultra does fall, and we did have a drop dealt with in the upper. Oh my gosh. Beyond was damn close to getting the hatch, but 32 workers. I understand the man is 4 CCs, but he's not mining on 4 bases. He's getting mined out, in fact, in some of this. He literally had to fly his main over to location to get minerals. Beyond trying to set up a trap with those rocks, segmenting off and splatting some bugs, I guess, but... Oh, this is gonna be rough. Oh, they got a Liberator going down. The worker's in a little bit of trouble as... What do we got here? A little posture over there. Beyond could take out this hatch. There's the defending Ultralisk, though. He will get the hatchery. Small dubs for Beyond. I don't think it's going to be enough for the moment, but his army supply's still there. Liberators, he doesn't want to throw those away, though. Vipers are doing great. The Spores doing great. I think Beyond's starting to get a little nervous here. I think he knows, he's well aware of his situation. Being a little dire, though. His army supplies is all right. Again, it's about trade efficiency. Beautiful Widow Mine hit. We'll take care of a bunch of the... Banes, we do have a miss fungal. That fungal did not miss. Nor did that one. Oof. More banelings, more ultras. He gets another ultra, but this bio army needs time to recover, and Shin will just not give it to him. Liberator is going to fall. The burrowed infestor's still out. Beyond really needs mules. Oh, wow. The AoE of the Widowmine does hit the burrowed infestor, though. Kind of based. Venomal, since I played, can you actually kill units by smashing rocks on them? Yes. Depending on what it is. I believe. You couldn't before, but it definitely happens. From the new maps. Alright. Yeah, I hadn't seen you playing in a bit, Droptimus. I mean, in fairness, I've been playing more Terran than Protoss, and unfortunately my Terran's not that good, but from how much I've been playing, but still, we're getting there. And let me tell you, that's a sign you're regretting life decisions once you make that switch. If you go if you go from playing Protoss to playing Terran, I don't recommend. Don't recommend at all. Yep, see, some of this stuff's got at least segments it off, obviously, but oh my god, Beyond needs this army. He's about to lose a bunch, but he's down to 17 workers. He killed... This base is like hanging by... If he like sent like 2 SCVs almost... No, it's not that low, but I mean, still. It would be, Shin is not mining very much either, but he's been leading the whole game. Considering how much, Beyond killing that base is huge. It's just the fact that Beyond's lost so many workers. I mean, he doesn't have much to mine here. Beyond should just, in my mind, he should take, like, his natural and fly it down here. He could have snuck that out. Shin might have been none the wiser, and he could have saved workers. I mean, for a while, he hadn't made it there. But yeah, now that Beyond gave up his... he needs that. Even if he's... it's not mining, that's an orbital command center. That's mules. That's scans, baby. Some SCVs pulled in to repair. This is a Beyond of desperation. Oh, man. I love Shin. And I love changing things up. But I was hoping to see... it. An even further run from Beyond at this point. At this point, you just gotta root for it, but, like, you know what? It be what it be. And, GG. Shin takes it. Beyond has been stopped from his, absolute banger of, run. Sick run. Finally, bro, now we can play. Yeah. What up, Christianer? I'm gonna get you the bracket. If you can give me a minute. Since you and Shin playing now. Christianer's like, geez. Beyond taking up all the spots, beating, bullying everybody. Even Maximus Paximus. Alright. Alright, so Geralt. Or Geralt. On NA. Wait, where am I? I'm on NA. Okay. Trying to find the Wikipedia for this page. Wikipedia. I see him online. Meow, 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 meow. OSC. This is 2215, I think.
Am I? Or am I so sick that
Yo,
you
Tater
just blew
Tutor.
your mind?
Bongarino, dude. Thank you for the 36 months in a row.
Bongarino.
My man. What's going on? 3 years. 3 heckin' years. A Bongarino. Scam, where's Dave? Dude, I am not young, hip, fresh, or anything today. I was up with the pains. The pains of the pancreas last night. You know too well. Oh. Gerald. Jerry. Okay, now Shin is our king. That was nuts, though. Beyond made it through. I covered most of the run of it. But I mean, he did start off with a banger, taking down Showtime. $216. That's all good. I mean, it'd be what it be. I just was, the only thing that sucked was this week I was, or today I was, struggling getting up thanks to, shout out to my girlfriend for, waking me up. Alright, now we have the bracket, and we also have exclamation mark OSC. King of the Hill, number 215. 217. Why am I saying 215? Literally looking at it. You have to go to the dock this morning? Ah, yeah, don't blame me out in your area. Getting to the doctor, getting a half day to get away from burning in the heat. For real. All right. So it's going to be Chris. No, it's going to be Shen versus Geralt. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'll go easy on you, Gerald. They're setting up the lobbies in there, so I just told Gerald I'd be going easy on him. Oh, man. Needs a sec. Maybe I'll luck out and have a little pause between. I'm going to ask players somewhere in here. If it's all right with Eddie, too. Somewhere in between, if I can have a few. I know I was running a few late. Just because I have a few things I have to do. And some is getting coffee. Like, I have some coffee, but it was, like, reheated. Even that, again, would be fine. But really, I mean, like, if the players don't mind for a minute or two, is usually right. It's not gonna... Couple minutes... So wild, though, that we had 22 map streak. I feel like Beyond was bullying a little bit. Alright, here we are spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. This man wants to take the map off and disrupt the kingsmanship from Streamer Zone. And Salsa here is his NA tag with the dog meme, and Salsa as is Geralt. Whatever. No, my buddy Gerald. And this man's not Jerry. Shen, the blue, who has dethroned Beyond, putting an end to his game. So we'd have a PVZ to start off here. Kind of curious to see what we get today. I think it goes to show in both cases, though, how good Shen and as well as Beyond are. It was funny, literally the same day for me, though different for the players, when we were on last week's 15-0 run for the day of Beyond, he did get 2-0'd by Rainer that night. So I don't know if there's something against certain players where he's getting a little roadblock like Shen Like, Shin and Rainer are both monster Zergs, too, but it's not to say, like... We actually had some, like, surprisingly close games last week with, like, Mixu did... I wouldn't say surprisingly well, but Mixu did a really good job, in the last week's King of the Hill. In my eyes. See what we get today. A little bit of probe harass. Christianer. Waiting to come in. I thought he was going to be in here, but... He'll be up, I'm sure, Christianer soon. We got, Geralt right now. Geralt's pretty heckin' good at PvZ. As is Christianer, so I'm curious to see how this goes. I think this could go either way. Just a Stargate opener. Nothing crazy. Nobody's shocked that it's a Stargate opener. It's just how it goes. Cock. Exactly. Tater, exactly. Oh, yeah. That emo. Jesus Lord. Man. Tater, tutor. Bog in the Renos. Alright. It's gonna be an Oracle Stalker opener to get an Overlord, maybe. We'll get that Overlord after, but... Stalker's going to... Okay, it's just gonna push right here. With the two Adepts out, they weren't able to get too much done. They were hitting a Queen. If those Zerglings weren't there, I think that would have been a dead... Gerald, you could heal your Adepts. Hello, McFly. Gerald could heal the Adepts in the healing shrine right here. It's a lot of legs, but just saying. Because they can one-shot the... And he actually could heal the Stalker after if he gets out. Something many people forget about, but the Lings are already present there. Oracle's out. We got the third base coming down. Twilight Council over here. Okay, Oracle's going to return back. He did use energy recharge. Which it should go without saying, right? But I've been casting so many games lately where the Protoss has been forgetting energy recharge or not using it. Like Creator was doing that. There was I couldn't even tell you how many lately, but it's been a lot of folks just kind of getting a little sloppy with that, in my opinion. It's a great tool. You should always use it. Yo, it's the Double Forge. Oh, this is going to be probably... Yes, Blink Double Forge. I'm a big fan of the Double Forge myself. Not just depending on what Zerg's doing, but if you're going to go like Blink... Yeah, it delays your upgrades for a second. You get some hella strong Protoss units. I have enough points to 1v1 the streamer. 100 times in a row. Dave, do you want to do a best of 100? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could play 100 games against you, Tater. Because it'd probably be all Terran. Oof. 100 TVZs. Yar. You die. I don't know, yeah. I mean, even though it's funny for me to say, in any case... It's a lot of games. Even for me. I've been struggling to play lately from like, I get on. I'd rather cast and watch some games when I can. For a bit, but what the fuck, spell check? I don't know about 100, man. That's oof. Oh, spell check. You're just saying. Like, yeah. My brain needs a check. That's what needs to be checked right now. We do have a Hydra Den coming, so it's going to be a Hydra Link push. Lots of links out, actually. Templar Archives coming. The one problem with going... Linky boys, okay. Deb's going to go probably getting a choke. I hope, for Gerald's sake... Well, okay, the depths and the oracles. If he kills all these lings, that bit of aggression in a weird way, sacking the depths wasn't the end of the world, because we did kill a bunch of zerglings in the side of the Protoss. Yeah, there's a good amount, but there's still several there. Wait, the oracles almost out of energy, which forces a transfuse. Unfortunately, doesn't get a queen. I think he's gonna need these bad boy oracles back home. Blink's done. The 1/1's done for Gerald, but yeah, we'll have to see. I would hate him going into shields as his next upgrade, but he's gonna have to cancel this Nexus. Okay, he does. Yeah, you don't want to let that die. It happens. You're gonna make me play something with jiggle physics? Oh dear God. Dear Lord, jiggle physics games. As long as it's not rated L for lewd, and I get banned from Twitch again. We'll see, Tater. We'll figure it out. We could do something sometime, buddy. I know what your request would be. Is like, Dave, we need to play some team games. I'd be like, okay. I know I've said that we were talking before, and I never did. Didn't take much to get me back, but I think it's just usually my... Oof. I didn't even see the Baneling nest go down behind this, because we've had a bunch going on, and... Obviously, I'm waking up. The Ling Hydra going in, the Stalkers on the other side of the map going to be blinking in. There's Ventral Sack Overlords, which will be dealt with, but so many Hydras here. Recall's forced. We're not using our shield battery, Gerald. Ah! He does have Stormy Boys out, but they're kind of waddling over to wherever. They're kind of derping. I think he needed them yesterday, because those storms might have helped retain the base, but 19 workers falling for Gerald. He's getting some pressure on the other side with the oracles. The zealot run by is trying to get something done as well. I don't know about these oracles just eating into queens and hydras, but at the end of the day, this is a scrappy game. I mean, Gerald's trying to be in too many places at the same time, and I think he needed maybe a little bit of a run by or something, some kind of counterattack as he's defending, but he needed most of his army back to defend, I think. It ain't looking good for Gerald right now. It's 20 army supply to 90. Sorry, Basica. How you doing? God, congrats to that. I should probably put my shit out then. Honestly, that's something I need to work on, like, yesterday. Like, years ago. Is not smoking. It's also the fact that I'm waking up, so that's part of my voice. So forgive me, but good on you for quitting. Oh, the Banelings. 18 workers fall. We already knew this is looking ogre. And, as rough as it may be, Gerald's gonna try to hang in here. I don't see a path forward to victory. In this case, GG is called. Shin is gonna take it. Shin, our king. The dethroner of Beyond. Yeah, I mean, it's weird how smoking does affect stuff like that, but you know. Yeah, we're getting into it. We'll see what we got next. Looks like we have Gosu user. Is it Gosu user or is it Mana? I want to see who we get next. Just keeping our kings in that first spot of the title. And guys, this is the OSC King of the Hill. It's Mana. Versus Mana. Our next Polish Protoss up. Mr. Mana. This is why you need to secure the third with the cannon shield battery. Yeah. Yeah, Ballistic United. I mean, it's build dependent. It's You had some static there. Usually, I think that one was just a little bit rough for Gerald right there, but... Preserve the sexy if you quit now. You're not a funny guy. See what happens. Cool, cool. We got Mana versus Shin. This should be a good one. Is Mana going to be doing YouTube meme video builds? Nah, it's all good, Tater. I hear you. I just, honestly, we don't know exactly what's going on with me, so... My big thing is I'm really debating. I'm starting to think... I'm going to try to get into the doctors, because... when I think about it... I think that's the number one thing I need to do, honestly, even more. Alright, spotting in the upper right-hand corner of Tokamak in the blue. Give it up for Mana from Team Liquid. And his opponent in the bottom left in the red. From Weebu Gaming, it is Shin. Looks like he is going for a 16 hatch, actually. Ah, Mana with the cheeky forcing Shin to take his triangle third. Nothing too crazy otherwise. And on Tokamak, I mean, I don't think that's the end of the world. It is annoying for your creep spread for as the Zerg, but obviously it's not the be-all end-all. And he's expanding with triangular, so creep spread will kind of go a little closer toward Mana. But this map, that creep can spread pretty quickly. Fart noises, Tater Tutor. Have you been hanging out with Reza a little bit more than usual lately? Tater's bringing us some resonating glaives, you might say. Alright. Get core on the way. We shall see what happens. Just watched a lot of Troy streams. True. Need fart noises. Huh. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. See what we get here. Who did Shin beat after Beyond? It was Gerald. Dropped a miss. It was Gerald last game. What up, Magic Turtle? Yep. So we have another ZVP. Will Mana beat Shin? That is the $1 million question. Shin, the Slayer of Beyond. Still 22 maps. Dogging. Dadgummit. It's a heckin' heck of a run. Ha! Freaking heckin' Tater. Alrighty. Let's see what we get here. Spore out in defense. And each base. Obviously not the natural because it's not done yet. I wouldn't be too worried about that as Shin myself either. Ooh, Shin getting these linger run buys in, by the way. Get a full scout if nothing else. Oracle is going to take care of it. And honestly, I feel like it's a little worth it. It's energy, but with energy recharge. Meh. He's used it. Still got plenty of it. He deactivated his pulsar beam, it looked like, pretty quickly, but still. Getting a full scout just in case. As the Zerg is always nice. Mana going immediately for Twilight Forge. Kind of curious to see if we get a little build diversity here from both of them. Shin's he's usually been like a Ling Bane, Hydra or Roach Ravager player. In this game he's getting Roach Warren. I do think he's... I almost feel like the Roach Warren's for safety. He's getting melee. It's a little bit of a bamboozle, but kind of a safety feature. Oh, Shin could have kept attacking, even though he did. He wouldn't have got the Oracle that was next to death. He would have he could have got some hull damage before that recalled, I think, on the full HP one. Oracles are here defensively. Yeah. Mana. Whoa. Is getting some work done here. We'll see what happens as Blink's on the way. We have a Templar Archives. Coming down. Coming downtown. What up, Kamikaze? How you doing, buddy? Bom dia. Bom dia? Is that how I say it? In Portuguese? Good morning to you, too. Hasta la mañana is what we'd say. If I'm remembering right, because I gotta learn. Bom dia. That's cool. Thank you. I never knew that. The more you know. I will say I'm very... You got me wanting to learn some stuff in Portuguese now. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, Ballistic United. Man, this is not getting much damage done by Shin. He's got a probe. I think he's just bleeding off some links here and there, but still, Shin's just macking out. He's going into he's going mutas, and guess what? I think the hallucination scout did see the spire forming. If Mana notices this, I wanted to say Showtime. Showtime was eliminated earlier. This is unfortunate. For him, I thought like he had a good shot, but he was playing a little greedy, I guess, against Beyond. But man, Shin showing some dominance here. Today. I don't know now. I mean, Mana's like in a good spot. I was gonna say, like, as good as Shin's been playing, I feel like Mana's in a decent spot here. He's got to get some damage or intel. I think we backed off the muted idea for now. Yeah, he built the spire, but that hallucination was actually huge. You don't often see that. I like that idea from Mana. That was a... In this matchup, it's not like you're seeing sentries all the time. How you doing, Bite Ass? I kind of like that. This is a big Roach Ravager. Honestly, mostly Ravager. A Ling headbutt on the side. Mana going to Stargate. With Fleet Bacon. He wants his bacon. Ah, dang it. Storms are brewing. Getting some good damage in the Lings, but yeah, there's a lot of storm available. Oracle actually put in the work on some of those guys. Mana. Not overextending with the High Templar. Actually, he's going to kill a decent amount of the roaches. The Oracle's more being a bit of a pestilence to Mana. Or to Shen, rather. Excuse me. We have flyer attacks coming. I think we are going to see a transition to mutas after. But it might be too late. We're already into Fleet Bacon. Yeah, 14 mutas are coming. We have a Mothership coming in Tempest. Tempest not really the greatest against mutas, but still, it'd be what it'd be.
Who wants to
Mr. Eba. Shout out to Eba. How you doing, mate? Hope you had a good stream, buddy. Were we winning, Eba? Hi, bud. How you doing? I hope you are getting some big wins. Reba, Eba, true. Not really, but did you have fun? Or a good stream? Good. That's more important, I think, many times. I could see if you were like in a tournament, you're like, man, I was winning, then I lost. You know, but you're quite good. But guys, make sure you follow Eba. Yeah, it's up to Mana to make a lesser run kingsmanship. I gotta say, Eba, we had Beyond go 22 and 22 wins on a streak for the King of the Hill, which is a new record, guys. How you doing, chatters? What's up, buddy? That's an insane win streak. Alright, good damage being dealt here. Ah, the pylon's gonna fall as the slow zealots are outcharged. Is not quite done. Muta's being a bit of a nuisance, to say the least, to Mana, who's at 66 workers versus 86 of Shin. Still, Mana's army is getting terrifyingly large. I wouldn't hate a Robo going down just because, even though, like, he could build probes. Could build probes, man. You could, saturate. I mean, he lost a bunch, but yeah, he's got, like, lazy workers and stuff. Maybe even any saturation wouldn't be bad. Love the Robo idea. It's just in case, an observer, if there's anything cheeky, which you obviously you're not going to see that now. It wouldn't make sense. The Roach Ravager laying into Mutas. That one Archon's actually a little significant in my mind against the Mutas. We do have Blink Stalkers. We do have the Mothership, which gets that bit of a multi-attack there. It's not quite an AoE. It's literally 3 separate attacks going at the same time with the laser beams. And is Mana going to avenge Gerald? He is. Mana. Now the king. Up a point. Dang, son. Mana coming in hot. And guys, you want to support OSC? Please visit OSCesports.com. And you can use this command, !OSC. They have a Ko-Fi. Anything's appreciated. I have a broom randomly here because I was starting to clean last night. And a chunky Charlie sitting in the sun, laying in the sun. Did you see Pig's video on patch proposal? Yeah, I mean, it's like not much. In my mind, at everything on, it's not much different than any other time. We were talking on. I actually don't hate Pigs. Personally, I don't hate Pig's balance proposal myself. On this one, I could see it to a point. To a point. I think some tweaks here or there. I like the idea, the direction. I like making disruptors great again and say screw some of the new energy shit. I'm in the minority for Protoss players. I'm like, all right, if we have energy recharge, nerf it a bit, bring us back our disruptors with the full power, and get rid of shadows. The slight thing on DTs is really not that much, but it's impact and stuff there too. And then like some buffs for Zerg and changes. How did you cast these at this hour when you were working? I never did. I'd have to take... If you ever saw me casting at work, I'd take the day off. I would put in for it in advance. So we have... Wait, who do we have next? I gotta keep an eye on messages. Nicarac next to you. Alright, hold on. I might ask for a minute, if that's okay. Now they want to get going. Mana versus Nicarac. Hey, Charlie Barley, Bo Barley. I got a cat. Oh, did they start playing? Yeah, Rutro. I might have... No, they didn't. There's no shot. Thank you. Bring back Mama Ship Core. I mean... Literally, that's how I'd do it. The only time, dare I say it, I'd risk it if we were that dead. Like, literally, if I was that dead and I was remote and we were like, meh. Typically for casts, that would not be the case. If it was like something like the big brain bouts, then that'd be different. When I was asked to play or whatever. Let's see here. And here we are, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Platinum Heroes in the red, is Nicaract. How you doing, Kid Colombian? You've had better weeks, we'll put it that way. But we're doing, man. His opponent in the upper left, hope you're doing well. In the blue from Team Liquid, our new king, is Mana. Shin did have 2 points. Mana now coming back. Beyond actually giving people a chance. Jumi's ruined for Nico Racked. What's up, Jumi? That must mean Jumi might be up next, huh? What's up? Big chillin'. Dave wants some coffees. What's up? I need more coffee. So with that being said, I think we're gonna follow. Guys, you can give me a second, for Christ's sake. We're gonna follow Mana's camera, because, you know, the difference. If we watch Nicaract, you're gonna see a bunch of like tearing keys, you know. Give me just a minute. My cat's bugging me too, so I'm gonna check on Charlie. I'm gonna try to get myself some more coffee and enjoy this probe. I'll be literally right back.
I am here in the shadows.
Base is under attack.
I am here in the shadows.
Alright, I did the thing, so instead of just watching player cam view, I am back. I could have put it on Kano's camera. Because Kano is casting in French. I hope Kano wasn't observing on me. Oops. Alright, ladies and gents, let's see what we get here. We got Blink Opener. A robotics facility double gate. Well, wow. Wow. The cat's meowing and wowing at me. You want something, buddy. You already got food, bud. Alright, ladies and gents, we'll see what happens. Yeah, you know, some of the chatters are saying that, Jumi, I haven't seen you streaming much lately. I'm glad chatters brought that up. I was just talking to you. And I was just thinking that the other day. I go, I've been seeing 4 Jumi on. I might have been sleeping yesterday then if it was early. What do you want, dude? Get out of here, Charlie. You're knocking stuff over, bro. My cat just knocked over my water bottle. Like, what the hell are you doing, bud? This guy's nuts. 12 SCVs did fall, or 12 probes did fall. My god, Nicorak actually coming in. That's 14. That's actually the number you want to get. Then again, 7 Marines. It's usually more of the Hellion kind of opener, but that is the kind of number you want to get is the or the Terran rather, out against the Protoss. It's going to be a big pushback for Mana. 8 Stalkers, 9 Stalkers, a 9th warping in. It does have a tank to defend. Nicorak does, but it is going to be targeted. It does get some decent damage, but 1 bunker ain't enough. Yeah, the Observer's coming out. Honestly, I think leaving the tank... Maybe leaving the tank up here might have been better. No, okay. Alright, Mana's going to continue pushing this way. He's going to lose a Stalker, 2 Stalkers, 3 Stalkers. The boys are pulled. Oh, no. Well, he's doing it just to try to fold this off. So as much damage was dealt, he has to deal with the aggression of Mana. On the other side of the map, the Raven's over here trying to get some damage as well. As stupid as it sounds, the Raven could be used defensively, but when you're already on the other side of the map, it's honestly good control from Nicorak. Not an F2 in sight right there, ladies and gents. 1 Stalker after all that. Yeah, actually, no, he's managed to beat on 6. It's just, realistically, the point, if you think of how much damage was dealt to the Protoss, it makes sense. Earlier on, like, 15 probes, pretty significant. 14 it was before. Pretty significant numbers. Still, 3rd base is going down. Well, this is certainly going to be a nuisance. It's not enough Stalkers right here to get massive damage, or shouldn't. Yeah, it's going to be a few workers, though. It is going to delay the 4th and 5th racks. I do like that Nicorak's got going for that 3rd CC. I'll be honest with you, it's finishing up right now. Like, for that to be finishing up, he's technically, in my mind, a little ahead of the Protoss. As long as he gets it situated, he did lose... Oh, yeah, he's oversaturated, even with losing some SCVs. And through all the chaos and carnage, he's alright. The hard thing is he's going to have to weather the storm. That's, feels bad, man, for literally any Terran. It's about splits, etc. And he is sizing up the situation. He is technically ahead in army supply, but, I mean, the medevacs do inflate it a little bit. Want to see some robotic support bay wiggling? That's funny. Oh my god, he catches the Eye Templar, but oh, he almost caught him completely off. GG, Nicorak takes it. Holy shit. God damn, Nicorak is chiseled. He's been playing pretty good lately, but I mean, I'd be mauling a bit if I was Mana. He was not paying attention. Even with that storm, it was too... anybody would be mauling. Like, he totally did not see that coming. That was the 1-2 punch, but realistically, it's from the damage dealt earlier. The High Templar were like the linchpin of Mana's existence in that game, and he needed to land all the storms that he had. Well, he did land 1, but one was not enough because he didn't have anything after that assault. So as aggressive as it seemed, that was literally like the Stalkers were like Mana's shot, like it to really get some stuff in, or maybe, yeah, he did weather the storm. All right, let's see where I'm going now. I'm going to go to... We'll see who we have next. That was unlucky. Poor Mana. Just from that timing. When Nicorak played that game was pretty decisive win. Very well done. Pretty crazy stuff. I'm still like in awe thinking about, you know, regardless of the differences in skill levels of players at times, King of the Hill, like anybody can go on, and especially if you've been playing like games back to back to back to back to back to back. The fact that we witnessed a 15 win streak of Beyond when he was on a 6th win streak to go down today, Shin just knocks him up, but then Shin goes down. Now Mata goes down. And Nicorak is now king. So it's going to be Nicorak versus, I got to find out. Boom. I think Mana had a decent setup there. It's just the early game defense. I know I was away. Go figure, I was getting coffee right there. The early game defense just wasn't there for it. You make decisions. Defending that stuff between a drop and Hellions coming in. Or if it's Hellions in the front, or you're not aware, or you're not sure if they're going to drop in your main, like, it's a difficult thing for Protoss to deal with, usually. At higher levels, because if you do something like, alright, I'm going to drop, say you SimCity it so you have a pylon where you can drop a shield battery in your mineral line in your main, and you have your low ground shield battery kind of like normal, but a little closer to the back where you have somewhere you can evacuate your probes a little, and you have your units. Like what it comes down to is you can't have all your stalkers in both enough stalkers to defend properly everything at the same time, which is a point that Max Pax had said at some point. We were talking about that. And this was like patches ago, but it still makes sense if you're opening like Twilight. That is more so the case now. Like in the past, you'd be like, what would you do? Battery overcharge, the Band-Aid for all, right? But it's still to a point you get enough DPS with like Hellions or Hellions and Reapers. You can out DPS that. I don't know who we got next. We shall see. Hope you guys are doing well today. And if you're new here, do me a favor, smash that follow button. Do we have Jumi? Do we have Christiana? They're both in here. Do we have Master Iba? Check it out. Made it 4 days, no beer, going for a week. Oh yeah, I wish I could say the same. I didn't get like drunk or anything. I've had a few and it made my stuff flare up. If you hadn't been around, I've been not feeling too good lately. Like yesterday I was feeling great all day, and then like later on, like honestly, I think it's like I fasted and I felt like fine, and I've been drinking tons of water. I haven't yet. Don't mind me. My cat like literally launched a water bottle across the room. Yeah, well I wasn't like streaming, so. And he says, okay, it's Christiana. Okay. Christiana. Didn't want to bug Eddie, but he's setting stuff up, probably trying to figure out who's up next. Who's up to bat next? We got Nicarac versus Christiana. Excuse me. I'm gonna pound in water back. Theoretically, it's supposed to help me. Alright, we got our lobby. Should be a good one. Finally starting to see some action. It's not just all like this beat down like we had last week. Holy heck. Christiana missed me. I miss Christiana. I've not seen Christiana much in forever. Big thank you to Eddie for letting me cast, even if I'm late and a little rough here. See, this is why I'm on today, is this guy. This big old chunk right here. Charlie. Oh boy, Charlie. Alright, here we are in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn, and the red representing Platinum Heroes. Give it up for our Terran man, Nicarac, who had a pretty convincing win against Mana in the last game. His opponent in the upper left, our Polish Protoss. In the blue, another Polish Protoss. The third Polish Protoss we had today from Offside Gaming, it is Christianer. And, yeah. If I was a little more with it, I might do the predictions myself. I'm too lazy to do predictions right now. Not too lazy, my brain's just not quite there yet. With few hours of sleep and it takes me a while to wake up. Or put on the illusion that I'm awake. Exactly, boy ass. Exactly. Alright, let's see what happens from here. Now, also speaking of which, I gotta talk to Eddie about OSC points. I did this weekend. I'm gonna do a couple of show matches. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't hear back from Future, but it's very likely. At least I have Forge and Special, not opposing each other. I'm gonna see maybe it might be Iba and Future versus Special was my thought. And then I might do I'll do a little bit of an underdog match or two underdog matches. So it's kind of gradually building up an MMR kind of thing. A little regional diversity. Alright, Adept. Looks like it is going to deflect the Reaper for now. He's chasing it down. Christianer is as Nicarak goes back. Okay, so double gas opener as we saw. Nothing too crazy. I didn't say that. Pretty standard TVP. Two Reapers, a Hellion. We got a tech lab going down on the star. Well, not on the starport, on the factory, but I think he's going to go for a Cyclone, most likely, but we'll see. He could swap it. In the rare case, he could swap it and go into like, oh, I'm going to immediately go into Cloak Banshees. I doubt it, but most of the time you're going to go for a Cyclone against Protoss. But he did actually get a little bit of intel earlier, our Terran man. His Hellion is going to go down, though, and that is going to be brutal. Adept might actually kill the SCV, it will, but the Adept does go down. So both the Adepts going down, a probe going across the map. That's pretty wild. It is going to be Cloak Banshees, as I said, so a little bit of a different play from Christianer. Thanks for the foul, Ockrats. How you doing, Ockrats? Or Okrats. Alright. Cloak coming down. We do have Blink coming as well. And guys, again, this is the OSC King of the Hill, number 217. Today we had a... Technically, today, our record set. Don't know how I wasn't already following? Well, you are now. I appreciate it. I think maybe it's because you'll come into my stream at times, or maybe you've been around and I'm not casting, or I'm not doing anything interesting, or I'm not playing some guitar, and I'm playing bad StarCraft more often than not, and just complaining about stuff. Or I'm doing nothing and I'm just complaining about stuff. You're in the Discord and everything? Yeah, you did seem familiar. That's funny. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I do know I know you. I just it's like, It's all good. We both know Ahmed? Yes. From Battle Poker. You're a Battle Poker guy. That was my thought when I knew you were saying. I'm like, I was going to ask you in a second, actually. I was thinking, are you the Battle Poker guy? I think I've already answered my own question, no? This observer in ops mode might be a problem, but this is going to be difficult to deal with for Christiana, honestly. Maybe. He only has one observer. Few stalkers on the larger side of the push. There's no pylon here for immediate warp-ins. Shield battery's going to help out right now. The observer's going on the other side, but this, yeah. No pylon, no shield battery. Like, he really... The Banshee kind of threw him for a loop. Okay, oh, there is a shield battery back here, and there's a slow warp-in. When I say pylon, I meant for, like, fast warp-ins. He's going to lose some probes. The stalkers come coming in the back, take out the tank. Cristiano's still ahead in workers, so, like... Let's take a look at the total damage. So, I would say I was worth it for our Terran, man. He did only get 6 workers, didn't kill the base, but... Was it really? His stim, combat shields, and +1 timing are nice, but, like, losing all those power units is rough. The Marauders in the front's probably about as good as he can do, but I don't think he's going to be able to repair this in time. If the SCVs were pulled a little bit earlier, I think this would go a little bit better. He's going to lose some SCVs. It's not exactly like a, you know, 3cc build where he's like... Not saying he wasn't going to go there, but... It's a rough, bloody nose to our Terran. So ultimately, Christiana holds pretty well. He does pretty good. Oh. I had an alarm going off or something. I have to check on that later. And what it was for, I don't remember. Alright. Classic slow Zealot drop timing, because charge is not quite done. We do have a Colossi coming out. We don't have extended thermal lance in the way. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of situationally from how some things happen, and it's only 3 gas. A lot of guys go 3 gas, and I get why, but I also don't. I feel like getting another gas at some point in your nat, like as opposed to the 3rd base, would probably be safer. Yeah, the workers, but and I get you're not getting as much minerals, but GG, Cristiano takes it anyway. The reason being is being able to get those upgrades together. All right. Cristiano is now king. And we'll find out who his opponent is very shortly. How you doing, Daleth? We'll find out whose opponent is next. Meow, meow, meow. And, again. We had some, I wouldn't really even say upsets. Like, it's just been kind of back and forth plays here in my mind. I know For Jimmy wants to go. Shameless. Okay. Cristiano versus Shameless. PvP. The first mirror matchup we've had. All right. Something cool to note, though. I know it's not in regular StarCraft. Christiana versus Shameless. This one can get close. It's PvP. Anything's possible. Okay, Charlie. He seems mad at me. I think my cat's mad at me, how he's changed his direction. He's like, whatever, dude. Not paying attention to me. I'm gonna knock bottles of stuff around with my tail. Alright, up a point. Oh, no, not up a point. This man's just coming in here. It's our blue Protoss, Mr. Shameless. His opponent in the bottom right on Offside Gaming in the red. He's up a point. It is Christiana. Took down Nicarak. Cloak Banshee's kind of a... a lot of Cloak Banshee builds against Protoss can get a lot of damage done, but they also are a high-risk build, I feel like. You're putting some risk in there. Obviously, detection could be a factor that you just outright win games. Essentially outright win games. Put the Protoss in a pretty much you've won it position as the Terran, but if you're going like 3-gate blink or something like that, typically you're going to have an observer unless... I mean, we've even seen it with Max Packs where he's gone down to stuff or taken a heavy hit where you're opening with a Warp Prism instead of an observer and you're being aggressive. Max Packs are hero, come to mind there. And certainly have been in some rough spots too, but otherwise defensively it's a little different. Shameless going for a interesting 1-gate expand, and it makes sense why he's going on the high ground here. Anytime you're on a linear map where there's no ramp, it makes more sense than 1-gate expand on the high ground. To many anyway. It's 2-gate versus 1-gate. I'm feeling this is going to be punished by Christiana when he sees it. We'll see what happens. It's pretty standard stuff on both sides. Christiana might be able to get an expansion of his own, though. There's another way you can play it. You don't have to be super aggressive. He's just going Stargate. Shameless. Just getting his second gas. He might open Stargate as well, but his is going to be quite delayed. Ooh, Shameless with the pylon. Guess what, Shameless? I don't think it's going to matter that much. Even if you leave it, Christiana's going to have 2 Adepts. Adepts are there to shut. Well, actually, he could walk around the... He could have hid the Adepts. Honestly, I think he should have hid the Adepts. If Christiana hid the Adepts right there, he wanted to make sure the pylon canceled, though. Like, he would have been easy... Potentially easy dubs to get some damage. But... Alright, sees the other Adept. There's going to be a little bit of a... problemo right there. And Shameless keeping Christiana cornered. Oracle on its way out is going to be... a nuisance. We could cancel one. Warp gates on the way for both. We got a sentry coming. We got a... Alright, already have a stalker and a sentry. Your probe in position. What we don't really have is any defense in the main base from an Oracle. So 4 Adepts and an Oracle. Alright, he's just gonna let it go. There's shield batteries. Christiana, you gotta micro this, mate. He's getting his 6 workers. Where's the Oracle? The Oracle's just kind of camping here. He's trying to bide his time because now we do have some defense. Shield battery going into the main base. I think he's anticipating this with 4 Adepts. 8 workers going down. For an Adept. Christiana actually got out with these 2 Adepts. One's taking quite a beating, but still. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Love the 2 Stalkers in the main base for Shameless. How you doing, anti-diarrhea? And we'll see what happens from here. Is the Oracles, are they pouncing in? No, they're not. They were sharking in over here. Oracles is kind of being a nuisance. I mean, there's pretty decent trades previously. Oracle's catching one probe and passing, but smart to get out of there. You really don't want to take unnecessary hull damage. Speaking of unnecessarily hull damage, oof. That's one dead Oracle for Christianer. He is slightly technically ahead on Blink. Good to see you, bud. I'm actually want to just take a look here. Economically, Shameless actually ahead. Christianer losing the Oracle and the 4 workers, it's like worth it. It's interesting to see the ahead on economy from Shameless, who for a guy that's lost 10 probes. And he's even going for his Nexus. That's actually pretty wild to me. PvP, it'd be that coin flippy, topsy-turvy kind of matchup. Alright, let's see what we get here. Nice energy recharge. Christianer. Retaining the 1 Oracle at least is decent, and third base going to be a little later, but I think we got a game on our hands, honestly. Chrono Boost does make it a little interesting. Shameless will ultimately have his blink a little faster, I think. It's about the same. It doesn't matter. Neither player posturing out just yet. What is something to note is the gate count. Shameless just at 4. Christianer at 3. He's probably going to start dropping some more after his Forge comes down. Christianer wanting to get that +1 faster. Presumably. And, yeah. Christianer sending out a probe to scout. He's going to confirm a third base. Oracle trying to get some work done to their stalkers to defend, as well as that shield battery. All right. We'll see what happens. Christianer just poking and prodding. Big Daddy Immortal comes out. We get charging +1. 4 more gates coming down for Christianer, but Robo. I mean, we got kind of a... Shameless is hedging at Immortals. I would have liked to seen him get his... okay, he did get a Forge, so he's a little behind at upgrades, but not terribly, terribly behind. What's the name of this song? How you doing, Velcro South? This one is, Terran... Oh, what the hell is it? Because it's from StarCraft 2. Hold on, I'm going to use my best judgment from not playing it. Because this is a StarCraft 2 one. I'm looking through my Spotify playlist for you. I can't remember the name of this one, but it's one of the Terran in-game songs. It's kind of funny this song's playing during PvP. I wish we had Terran 1 playing right now, myself. Or Terran 2 from Brood War. Anyway. Big push from Shameless with the Immortals with the Warp Prism. Christianer doesn't have charge quite yet, but he's got some slow zealots chomping in here. Does have his +1 advantage, but his army's starting to take a beating. Christianer even losing the stasis spore. That observer came in clutch. A stasis would have been very impactful in here in this fight. But charge is completed, and I think Christianer's fended this back. For now, Shameless is about to have +1 eventually. Christianer does hold, but he is a little behind in army supply. 4th base going down for Shameless. Christianer's already gotten his 4th base behind this defense, so that's something significant. No, Christianer got his Robo and has an observer, and that's good because we have a Dark Shrine on the way. No doubt, Velcro South. Welcome, Velcro South. If you're new here, do appreciate a follow. The Zealots did work. Yes, they did.
Giddy up.
Thank you for the follow, Velcro South. Those Zealots were clutch in the defense. Even the slow Zealots, funnily enough, came into play with the Immortal, etc. charge just now finishing up for Shameless. We're pretty much neck and neck in our 2-2. Cristiano's leading for now, but it's all going to come down to who's more active with their chrono boosts on their upgrades. Cristiano going to push out, and Dark Shrine finishing up here. I mean, the Dark Shrine can usually you're going to try to get some harassed regardless, but it can also just be used for Archons, depending on your income. But a big push from Cristiano. Shameless is really starting to bleed out here. Cristiano up a point. I'll be honest, I don't know how... Yeah, Cristiano now starting to consolidate. GG's called. He's done it. He broke him. He's going to go up as our new king. Our current king. Not the all-time king, Mr. Beyond. What's up, Checo? Beyond. How you doing, Checo? I had set a record today, technically, but it was over 3 weeks. Slay King. All right, I have a feeling we got Jumi up. I'm just memeing on Jumi here. Alright, I'm just trying to get the boys together. Trying to get Cristiano in OSC channel. Boom. What I message Jumi to? BRB. Guys, give me just a minute. I'll be right back. These guys are getting set up.
Bite my shiny metal ass. Motherfucking piece of fucking shit! Goddamn fucking shit!
Sweet Rover.
Okay, hang on, guys. Oh. All right. What do you want, buddy?
Do not
Hello, Big Daddy. What's up?
underestimate the power of the Dark Shrine.
Okay. All right, we are in it. Jumi invited me to a group, and I couldn't join it because I have too many groups, but I will join it after. It wouldn't let me. Ah, somebody spawned a Zerg. I don't know why it says shameless here. Smokes, let's go. Exactly. That's what I said yesterday in sales chat. I was watching up a tree and I needed smokes. Nobody was giving me smokes. What do you want today, bud? Lame, exactly. Alright, here we are. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. This guy is new for an opponent in here. We got Mr. Jumi, the blue. Our German Protoss against this man with 2 wins in the red. He does have 2, no? It is Cristiano, another PvP. Was it 2 for Cristiano, or am I losing it? It was, yes, because Nick correct. Alright, Charlie, you're driving me nuts, bud. I have to do something about my cat. He wants something, so I'm guessing I know what he wants, but... What do you want, boo-boo? Hold on. I'll be right back. Charlie. Here you go. Here's some treats so you leave me alone. Alright guys, bear with me. I have a really bad headache right now. It's tuna, it's always tuna. Yes, they do like their tuna. Cats love tuna. I had to give him some treats. And my other cat some treats. Or they'd be driving me nuts. Bear with me, guys. I'm in like a bunch of pain. I got some like medical shit going on. I've kind of like pinpointed what's happening. Like I was all worried like last week and stuff. Now I'm like, yeah, I'll get that way, but essentially I just got like some nasty stomach aches going on. No, it's nothing like that. I legitimately think it's coincidental that I have a sneaky feeling if I go to the doctors, they're also gonna say like you got like a sinus infection going on. From how I've been feeling, it's like, yeah, it's a weird time of the year for me to get it in summertime, but meh, it happens. It's more of the other stuff I gotta watch. Alright. Twilight Council's there. See what happens from here. Hallucination Scout's gonna go look. See where the Adept is. Maybe check around for proxy. It's just a metagame proxy pylon from 4 Jumi. Jumi's just keeping some pressure on with the Adept. Twilight Council can be a little quicker for 4 Jumi. He's just keeping that pressure on with the Adept, being a nuisance. Jumi actually was considering going for a... look at that. Cristiano goes back. A proxy of kind. It's kind of a far proxy for a gate. Okay, it is a Dark Shrine. Nice DT play from 4 Jumi, possibly, but this might be scouted again. I think that Cristiano will likely go out for the pylon anyway. Either way, with sentries and hallucinations. Yeah, I think this is going to be dealt with, so... Yeah. Can't really blame Jumi for trying still, even though it's likely Cristiano's going to push at it. 4 Jumi could cancel. He can save the pylon, potentially. Yeah, he's going to want to cancel that. Doesn't want to lose all that money. At least gets 113 back. He does have a stalker trapped. It's an awkward battle of who's trapping who, and the trapper becomes the trappee of the sentries. Oh no, 4 Jumi taking not the greater side of the fight, we'll just say. As it was going very well for him, he ends up in the lower stalkers. Oh my gosh, he's down to low supply. He's got 2 stalkers and that's it. We'll probably have a warping in a second. No shield battery. Boys are pulled. It's looking kind of rough. A rough early game start for Jumicus Maximus. A shield battery, I think he just held a little easier. Oh, well, that helped a little. Cristiano A moved his own stalker accidentally. Happens to the best of us. How you doing, Promethean? What's up? Yeah, unfortunately, this could be GG, but the Big Daddy Immortal might be able to come in. Losing the workers as rough as Cristiano has a third base. How you doing, Promethean, mate? What's up, brother? Top of the morning to you. I gotta catch up with you at some point, too. Jumi's still in it. He's behind, but he's still in it. Getting, the one Immortal's fine, I think. I wouldn't hate to see him going into charge as well. Obviously, losing that many workers is rough, but he technically held and made a game of this, but, just like an unfortunate position right here. Hope you're doing good. You're headed out on a 2-week trek, so it'll be a while. Yeah. Good luck on your travels, Mr. Prometheum. Heck yeah. Alright, well, yeah, we're gonna start seeing this spiral out a bit as Cristiano looks like he's going to expand yet again. Is he double expanding? Jesus, he saturates, he expands. He just wants to get ahead. And Jumi, if he maybe scouted this, I like Jumi going resonating glaives. In a weird way, like if he got in, he's gonna need like whatever he can to hold. At this point, his back's to the wall, it feels like. I mean, it is possible, but it's PvP. We've seen it happen, but it's looking really rough. With charge finishing up, that's the thing that concerns me. Resonating glaives, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's not going to be done for a while. I mean, adepts can help in this case. For in the meantime, pre-resonating glaives, force field's not available. Insane defensive because the immortals backs the wall to the zealots, and all these immortals going down. Oh, I think Jumi is going to lose that one. Unfortunately for my man Jumicus Maximus, or Jumi is unfortunately going to be taking down Cristiano up. Wow, with 3 maps. Oof. It's the way she goes. King of the hill. Cristiano looking clean in PvP. He is. I think that's was a little bit of unluck. It's the crapshoot in some of the engagements, because like at first, if you look at how it initially went when 4 Jumi was pushing out, it seemed a little rough to go to defend the pylon or like kind of intercept the army. But then it looked like, yeah, okay, now it's favoring him. It's one of those spots where you're positionally kind of out of place and it kind of spirals off downhill. I think it happens to anybody in the matchup. Just being positionally not in a great, you know, you're looking like you're in a great position and it just flips from how, and compositionally too, is pretty close with the sentries and stalkers. But at the end of the day, I think the initial 3 sentries Christianer had made an impact in that that fight by where the Dark Shrine was dropped and canceled, etc. Now I gotta see who is up next. We gotta see. We got Christianer versus whom? Art. This is a Russian Art. So another PvP. Shocker, right? I'm joking. I kid. You know, it be what it be. Honestly, it's all right. I think we end up in relatively decent, balanced things for King of the Hill at times. You know, depending on where we're at. But I mean, each week it's alternated around, etc. Anyway, this man is up 3 maps now. In the blue, from Offside Gaming, give it up for Christianer. And from Quasar, he's red, the classic Protoss Nexus skin. Give it up for Art. Russian Art, not to be confused with Polish Art. And we are on ley lines. Ley lines. Meow, 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 meow. Yo, I should make a meme about this map. I'm gonna have to do a Layla cover, but make it ley lines. In the spirit of, in a shitty spirit of Tempo and Weird Al. Cannon rushers got me on my knees, ley lines. Can't even talk, let alone pretend to sing. In other words, don't quit your day job, which, unfortunately, right now, that's already a thing. That's why I'm casting right here. Maybe I should have listened to that advice, huh? Oh, boy. That's unlucky. I actually didn't quit, though. Feels bad, man. Anyway, here we are. Cybernetic scores going down. Probes. Probing. It's looking like a Protoss versus Protoss. As we are into Christianer's 4th opponent. Will Art be the slayer of Christianer? You know, I miss the days. I mean, and this makes sense. Everybody's actually keeping it red and blue. It's good for colorblind folks, etc. Or those that see in complete monochromatic vision, maybe. Might help out, I guess. Or may. I don't know. I'm not so sure. But anyway. I miss the old memes because, you know, so far we have had the only, actually, Polish Art and then Xiaomek are the only ones I'm thinking of too, because we've had Mata, we've had Gerald, we have Christianer, but somebody's got to bring the meme of the pink Polish Protoss. Anytime I see any combination of these guys come on, and just seeing art, even though it's the different art, just makes me think of the we always would get the Polish Protoss versus Polish Protoss, and who gets the color pink? Are they the victor usually? Looks like we have some a little bit of aggression from Cristiano. It's a 3-century opener from Mr. Art. Cristiano elucidating 2 stalkers, does have just a proxy pylon. I don't know about sending that oof, the Guardian Shield Sentry is gonna go down. Whoa, big moves from Cristiano. That was actually some sick micro. But it ultimately goes down. The hallucinations, will they be targeted? Okay, one is targeted. That's about as good as it can go. I would have liked to see Cristiano target fire. The really injured sentry is going to do so. His Guardian Shield yet again, though. Shield battery just yet for Art. Cristiano targeting all those sentries. Now he has the stalker count. He is leading in stalkers. Shield battery not done just yet. Cristiano still doesn't want to be, you know, bludgeoning too hard and throwing stalkers away, because we do have defender's advantage for Art. Cristiano going to back up a little bit. Oh, buddy, he is going for the Dark Shrine. We got some dank Templar coming out. No Robo in sight as we got Blink coming for Art, who's just defending on, like, this is the biggest fake out. Like, Cristiano's just going 2-gate aggression. It's not actually like 3-gate or, you know, proxy 3-gate or proxy 4-gate. It's just literally a slow warping pylon. Cristiano going for another proxy pylon. Now we do have a Robo, and it does make sense. It's about the time where you get to start preparing for the potential threat of Dark Templar, as well as having Immortals as a defensive unit are good against the Stalker aggression. Alright, recall is going to be cast, and I have a feeling this pylon will be dealt with, but the second proxy, I like it. Gateway just now going down a little later on that gateway, but still. Cristiano now going to be defending. Third base going to be finishing up. Do we have an observer? We have the Robo. Okay, now we are going to have an observer. I think Cristiano will be dealt with here with the slow warping. Yeah, this observer is certainly going to catch this Dark Templar. I believe Art has got Cristiano's number here. And Art with the third base is going to be pretty good. Cristiano gets another DT out. He's going to have to retreat. So, well, it was looking decent for Cristiano before. I'm kind of valuing Art's position a lot more now. He has Blink. He's going into +1. He could potentially go to charge. He's another base. Could build another observer if need be. Cristiano is going to be aggressive, and he's basically 2-basing it. He's not built the probes for like last couple minutes. This is very much a 2-base aggressive play, I should say. And as we get into it, force fields, oof, pretty decent here for Mr. Cristiano. DT is going to be dealt with. And honestly, Cristiano is making me look like a damn fool. Art does not have the supply, it looks like. Well, he's got 1 million shield batteries right here, but shield batteries are not. Art's trying his damnedest to stand. Cristiano getting a third base. Art just don't have the money, and he doesn't have the ability to just produce more. Cristiano's traded more efficiently. The DT's coming in, actually helping before in the fight, after all. Damn! Does Cristiano win this one? GG, he does. There is no delay. Rowlix, how you doing? Not to be confused with Towlix, which makes no sense, but...
Oh, man. What? I'm so high right now. I idea what's going on.
Cristiano still the king. Let's see who we get next for his opponent. How you doing, Simkin, by the way? Mr. Simkin. That's the melody to Funky Town. What's up, dude? Oh, man, Tater, that's funny. All right, what do we got now? Let's see here. I gotta see whom the next opponent is. Cristiano now with 4 maps. Unless I'm way wrong on that, because I'm shot. So some cool stuff coming up otherwise. I gotta find out more what's going on there, but we have today I have to set up some stuff, so I have some show matches coming in a little Kirktown event of some kinds. I'm gonna figure out how we do it. Talking to the gang. But Ladder Legends is sponsoring some regular Kirktown stuff, at the least partially. So Ladder Legends, a new coaching Discord thing. I wanted to check with Eddie on OSC points, but I should be doing that on Saturday. Saturday in the United States, starting in nighttime EU. So Forjumi versus Fiat might be a match. Should Fiat decide to, and then we have special in future. Then I gotta figure out whom we have for a bit under that. I had Magnet and I had Hydra at some point in there. I might see if Bolmy's free versus somebody else, or I'll look around. I've done Acheron, etc. This one I'm gonna do a certain number, and then we'll probably do like a Diamond and Master League tournament as well on Saturday. And I'm gearing up for this stuff too, because we're going to be heading to subathon territory possibly. I'm going to do it my way, because I might even go timerless subathon, which means, no, it doesn't mean an uncapped one. It's going to be like, we're just going to add subs, we're going to keep track of it, and I'm like, meh, close enough. Everybody knows it's not, I'm not going to scam you. Stream enough for that. But I'll have some kind of stuff set up. I was having some difficulties before, but it's more things going on. I know I'm going to have to pause to do IRL stuff that needs to be done. But I'm trying to find out. Ooh, Cristiano's playing. But that should be fun. We had some ideas. I had some ideas too that I'm actually forgetting already. But I was like, you know what, we're going to sneak these in anyway. Just waiting to see the next opponent for Cristiano. Oh, hell yeah, it's Iba. Iba, let's see if Iba's around. If he's watching still. Nope. Cristiano's dead, by the way. What do you mean Cristiano's dead? I'm checking on Mr. Iba. Mr. Iba. He is playing. So, ironically, Iba raids in. And Iba is going to be playing Cristiano now. My man, Mr. Iba. Christianer lost? It is... No, Christianer didn't lose. Art lost, sir. Unfortunately. Art looked like he was winning. And then Christianer won by micro, basically. Is the lack of bet. Yeah, that last fight, Christianer had the DTs going in. They were shut down. Christianer was on 2 bases. He literally just honkered down on 2 bases. And the Art built like 1,000,000 shield batteries. Oh. Yeah. No, Christianer took a hell of a good fight. I actually was surprised it went that well, and he had a third base going down behind it. He killed Art's third. Art had all these shield batteries. He defended against the DTs, but like, I think you always have to worry about the threat of them. And even though he had an observer and had some stalkers over, I think the DTs were messing with Art's micro, probably. Is what it seemed like to me anyway. Like, logically, it just makes sense because you're dealing with a DT in your NAT or a couple DTs. And like you have stalker versus stalker going on, even with shield batteries. If you're not paying attention when they're close and neck in supply, it could be pretty rough. All right, here we are. This guy has 4 maps now. Our current king, Christianer, in the blue. And his opponent in the upper left in the red, it is Iba. Wait, Iba's playing Protoss? I mean, I'm not surprised. Iba does play a heck of a lot of Protoss, and he's getting pretty good at it, but I thought he would probably play Zurich, but I think this is a bold move against Christianer. Christianer's PvP is pretty good. Iba's gotten decent at Protoss, but like, I was literally expecting Zerg. So Iba's off racing. It's Protoss. Which he would say sometimes, it's my main race. He was playing a lot of Protoss at one point where I'm like, I was actually getting worried. But I think he fears Christianer and PvZ. Not fears, but I don't think he's not afraid. He just is, he must feel he's, favored more. Christianer, looks like he's going 1 gate. Iba, is he going 1 gate as well? I think it'd be wild if Iba pulled the curveball. He looks like he's going to 1 gate Stargate or something. If Iba went off meta because he's off racing. Like, he plays pretty standard Protoss. Having the Zealot for the Nexus. Instead, if he just backed off, went around, pretended to go back home, went here, proxy Stargate, Void Ray to the face, just like me. Then I'd be like, Iba, the circle's complete. You're a full degen. Can you repair Protoss structures as Terran? You can repair Protoss units, I think, yes. You can definitely repair Immortals and Stalkers and Disruptors and Carriers and stuff. And the only instance of that is obviously in team games. I'm sure, like, there'd be a way you could do it in, like, some kind of custom arcade shit where whatever's going on. But yes, it's you can't repair Zealots and High Templar and Adepts because they're biological units. And Dark Templar. So if you're ever playing 2v2s or something, so one thing, now you got me thinking, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should sometimes break it up into teams. As long as we get into crazy cheeses, that I have fun with teams sometimes. I mean, I do sometimes anyway, but when you play Terran and Protoss, there's some interesting cheeses you can do with that in mind. Like a proxy Robo or a proxy Stargate with like a proxy Rax with some, you can actually, the Terran can like repair as you're being aggressive and have shield batteries. So Protoss is like, you have like an immortal basically, is what I'm getting at. Christianer loses the Adept. Iba is gonna have a Nexus not too far behind him, but he's, you know, obviously pretty toe-to-toe. It's Oracle versus Oracle. Oh, Iba going for the Phoenix. Iba going for the Phoenix, guys. I think he may have just seen that oracle, but either way, it doesn't matter. Phoenix coming out. Phoenix coming out for Christiana as well. That coming in. Oracle could go back. Oh, he saw the Phoenix. Nice recall. Wait, where's Christiana's, or where's Eba's Phoenix? Did he cancel it? No, he did. Not like this, Eba. Eba had one and he canceled it. Why didn't you cancel? Eba, not like this. He's losing 5 and counting probes. Yeah, GG. GG. Oh, well, just like that. That was a... He had the Phoenix making, and he canceled it. Why, Eba? It was so close. If he just had that Phoenix, I think he would have been perfectly fine. He was playing that really well. Considering it's the man's off race. Christiana thought, he's like, I thought he was a Zerg main. He feels cheated even though he won. Oh, poor Eba. Honestly, like, Eba's a good PvP player at that. Like, Christiana, oof. Okay, Percival, sweet. My man Percival from Kirktown. Christiana with 5 maps. It's my brother Percival. This is hella Kirktown. Hey, Abel Bacon.
Take him down to
Christiana.
Kirktown.
I don't see Christiana over here. If you guys see my observing going, my hands in my stomach, obviously, like, I'm in some pain today, so forgive. Hey, Mitz, I got both my cats right here. Both my cats want to be close today. What? You have 2 cats too? Nice. Meow. I'm getting meowed at by both of them. Nice drop to miss. 2 kitties. Heck yeah. Alright, he has 5 maps now, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, in the bottom right-hand corner, this guy doesn't. He's coming in from Kirktown. That's right. We're on the Dave stream. The Kirktown stream. It is Percival, our Korean Terran. And his opponent in the upper left. This man is on a tear so far. From Poland and Offside Gaming is Christiana. So we finally have a variance in the PvPs we've been getting. We have a PvT or TVP, depending on how you look at it. I will tell you, Percival's probably already mauling because he's like, ah, man, I got freaking Protoss again. It's just like ladder. Yeah. Percival, probably one of the least, least to like playing against Protoss of all Terran in existence right now. That's a bold claim because that's pretty much most, if not all, Terran. But Percival has a disdain for the matchup would be an understatement. My man Percival. You know, speaking of Kirktown and buddies, well, I've not seen playing in a bit. I'm gonna actually ask on something else. I thought about it. Like, the time would suck for him. I want to try. I gotta do something for Percival. You guys got me thinking when I was talking on events this weekend, but I'm like, I don't know, for like time frames and whatever. I always enjoy watching Percival play too. But anyway. Adept coming out. Not a full wall. But it's kind of map dependent. I doubt we're going to see a Stargate here from Cristiano. It's going to be a Twilight. He's getting to his 100 gas. But it is a double gas opener. Reaper Hellion from Mr. Percival. He's poking and prodding. Adept going to go. Ooh. This could be interesting. No. Hellion is going to scout this. The Reapers and the Hellion are going to catch the Adept. The Hellion is going to take significant damage, down to 2 HP. Essentially, this is like a TVT opener. Is how it checks out for Percival. You're just not going for... You're typically not going for your third gas against Protoss. It's the difference. Like right off the rip, like TVT, be going for your third gas early. In many cases. Depending on the builds. Another Hellion coming out. I don't know about this Percival. So far, I mean, we got an Adept for 2 Reapers. He did... Oh, it's the same Hellion. Okay. Yeah, he can do that, but the Stalker's going to defend that. He might be able to get some kills, but it's 1 Hellion. It's not very threatening. It's more for scouting. Actually, like in this case, I like it. Yep. Cristiano going in to get some damage. Percival. Does break the psionic transfer. The shade is canceled, etc. This is messed with a little bit. Percival going for a drop immediately. I don't hate the aggression, but Cristiano does have Blink ways underway. And we do have a Banshee and Cloak coming down. SimCity-wise, there's no shield battery in any of the bases. This base, you could drop one in the back, kind of, sort of. And it would be in range of the... I don't know why I didn't realize this was an A. Why it was, he didn't realize it was a Reaper wall. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, it's a rough sauce. Cristiano really has that pinned down. He's playing pretty standard. As an observer, his Blink. It's Banshees. Now, I'm wondering if Percival goes for... He's playing kind of harass style, which he is pretty good at. But, I wonder if he's going to go for, like, a tank push with the Banshees. Observer's going out. There's no sentry, so no hallucination. Scouts. Cristiano. The downside to this play to Percival is he's going to be, like, way behind on stim and combat shields. He does have a nice safety tank. Another one's going to be coming out. Observer sees this. The Stalker's going to be able to blink away. But the Banshee here has Cloak. I mean, there's a... Actually, that Banshee's helping out significantly, though. There is an Observer, but still. Percival going to have to be careful. Observer's here, but does deflect the attack for now. Banshee on the other side of the map's nice. There's no Observer. Okay, yeah, there's going to be one very soon. Percival's going to have to be careful. Cristiano is like right on top of this. This is a... Probably going to make Percival maul a little bit. I would be mauling. But Percival is going to be attacking. Looks like he got an Observer. No, he didn't. For a moment, I thought he had one. But yeah, Cristiano's got it kind of derping over here. Now, I like the idea of the harass, etc. Percival has got some units caught up. The Stalkers, etc. There's a lot of stalkers here at the third to defend for Christiana and Percival getting his stim combat shields at +1, but we got charge finishing, +1 ground weapons, and more gates coming for Christiana. I have a sneaky suspicion that this is going to be a Templar Archives kind of play. If not, it's just going to be... If he's really going to play all Gateway, man, typically you're going to want a Templar Archives with this. Apparently, our Protoss man is not a firm believer in stormy weather, as he does go for a robotics bay. Kind of an unsafe kind of location. Third CC finishing up for Percival. Army supply looking decent for both. Protoss being ahead in workers is par for the course. I mean, it's how the matchup kind of works out. Chrono boost and meals. SCVs are going to be messed with a little bit. I will say this. Okay, we got a Zealot War Prism coming into the NAP, presumably. Percival could kind of sit back. What could be interesting? Oh, this is just going to miss it. Is I think this War Prism is going to have to be... Something's going to have to be recalled, or the War Prism is going to have to immediately come back. Warpins are available, but Cristiano's going to have to deal with a bunch of this. The medevac over here could drop in behind it. A Banshee coming in as well, so now this is a massive multi-prong attack. 17 probes fall, and there's a lot of Zealots back at home. The War Prism still throughout. The Banshee and the Natural getting some work done. Oh my god, Percival with a massive fight. That medevac coming in was huge. But the Zealots back here are kind of rough. The Stalkers forcing a fight on the third base. It's chaos and pandemonium. A big push. We got Widow Mines. We got tanks. At the same time, the Zealots running amok on the other side. The Stalkers putting lots of pressure in. Percival getting good work. And I don't know about that Cyclone fight and that. Well, I don't know. He's got to get these medevacs together for sure. It's a bit of a base race. And honestly, with that being said, the War Prism's out here. If somehow Percival holds a little bit back here, I'm really going to give it to him for who it's favoring rather. Widow Mine's coming into play. All these probes died. Percival, you mad lad, actually might just possibly get this. We'll see. It's cutting it close. The War Prism and the Zealots are there, but now it's not a lot of Protoss units. Percival's army supply is really good. And he could technically come back home pretty soon. The Banshees, the tanks, he can take like a medevac back. Christiana really mining not much. There's absolutely no reason for Percival to leave this one, but he is starting to lose workers. He has that third base should go down, honestly. It's like he's fighting on two sides, but right now he's not even looking at his main. Killing this base might be big, but I think going into the main base of Christiana is probably the play. Banshee posture. GG. Percival from Kirktown taking it. Damn, but a good run from Christiana with 5 games. That's actually pretty big. Pretty heckin' cool stuff. Well done by my man Percival of Kirktown. Ugh. Feels... damn, Cristiano just feeling a little down on that one. I was like, hey man, it was a bit rough, you know. I'm like, we'll have to see here. What up, Krista? How you doing? I gotta see who's coming on. Is this Max Packs? I'm guessing. I see Max Packs coming online. I see Gosu user in here. I see Shameless still in here. I have a feeling we're going to have Max Packs. This Percival might be mauling about my dude Max. And when you have Max Pax and Estrella play, guys, you know what the official title is now? Because I dubbed it the other day. Because Pig even said it in chat after. It's the Max matchup. We won't have the Max matchup right now. We'll have Percival versus Max Pax, I'm assuming. I'm asking him now because I see him on. This is pretty sweet. I'll be right back, guys. My man Percival versus presumably Max Pax, but we'll find out in a moment. Yep. It is Maximus Paximus. Well, I gotta say, pretty cool stuff. We've finally get some different matchups after Bion's terror of slamming the whole thing the last week. Which was cool, because now we have a new record holder with 22 wins in a row. 22 maps won for Bion. So big thank you to Eddie for letting me cast this. I did start on the streak, but man, I got the brunt of that. The big, large stop segment, and then the tail end. All right. Get into it. Two of my dudes in the same game. This is sick. All right, this man is up a point with that pog squirrel you can only get over here in Kirktown. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say anybody in Kirktown can use the pog squirrel, because I think it's... You should be able to. If you want to use it, you can use it. It is Percival. And his opponent in the bottom left from Storm Gaming, my other buddy, Mr. Maximus Paximus. Our Protoss, little TVP. This one might be rough for Percival. I think it's possible for him to take a map off Max Packs, and that's all he needs. It's possible. I don't know if this is Proxy Reaper. I don't know how much I like it. Max Packs is fairly good at scout. Yeah, he's pretty good at scouting. Well, is this just out of range? It's just out of range. Max Packs didn't even see the SEV. I would have preferred like Proxy Marauder or something. If you're gonna go big or go home. But maybe, just maybe, he gets some work done. Max Pack SimCitying. In my eyes, were how you should in this map. I kind of prefer these kind of SimCities. I like the Reaper walls or Reaper. You don't even have to necessarily make a wall, but the SimCity kind of closer to your base. These days, Max Pack's going double gas. He scouted double gas. He's going. Oh, he scouts the no racks is why. So just in case it's Proxy Marauder. Going Max Packs, he's going to drop the pylon and then he's going to send his probe around to scout. He's pretty good about that, but... Alright, Percival going for a factory immediately after decides, no, I'm not going to get that supply depot, but he is going to trap the probe in after all. This is going to force a decision for Max Packs. Is he going to keep the probe alive? Or is he going to... recall? Because he might need that energy depending on what it is. Max Packs with the probe pull. Sorry about that, guys. Misclick. Stalker on its way out. Will he intercept? We shall see. He shall not. A Reaper. Still staying alive. Another one is out. Basically being a nuisance. That probe stayed alive this whole time for now. It is ultimately going to fall, so technically it's another probe loss for Maximus Paximus. And honestly, Percival's just playing this defensively. A little bit later CC than you'd want normally, but just kept Max Packs busy, delayed his tech for a while. 2 Reapers and a Hellion now going. Rax to go back home. There is a shield battery. That's something that Percival's going to want to be mindful of. Does he get the probes? Oh. Reapers get a couple. This other one going to go try to get some damage. I think he should try to get out of there. He's just causing some chaos, disrupting the mining, etc. And that Reaper wall. Oh, Max Packs traps the Reaper with the probe, 200 IQ, but still, let's take a look at the trades. Max Packs did lose 5 workers. It's not really worth it because the gas, the commitment, the delay on the CC, etc. But I mean, Percival will have some defensive units for a little counterplay from Max Packs. 2 Stalkers and Adept. That's smart for Max Packs to push a bit, but he has to be a little cautious. He does have Blink in the way. It's going to be a Banshee follow-up for Percival. Robo coming down for Max Packs in a fairly standard time, but it is literally 1 gate. The downside to this for Max Packs is it was a 1 gate opener. Still, he's got to do some retention here, and 1 Cyclone versus all this could be rough. Percival tried... Oh, the SCVs. I would have liked it if he started healing with the back tooth. That Cyclone's really important, and he is going to lose it. Still, one of the Stalkers going to fall. Lots of shields going down. The Banshee's here to fight. He's going to zone the Stalkers back with the 2 Banshees. Still only 2 SCVs falling. But Percival's economy is quite a bit lower than Max Packs is situationally. The threat of the Stalkers actually forced a delay on Tech Labs on his barracks, Mr. Percival's barracks. Though, knowing Percival, he might swap it out. Oh, Max Packs. Yeah, he got his Banshee. I was going to say, Percival, you're overextended a bit, mate. And he should have backed off right there. Losing that Banshee's big when you're going to cloak Banshees. He's going to have another one, but... Oh, that's rough, man. That is brutal. Max Packs being aggressive, coming out with his Warp Prism. Trying to get some damage done. It looks like he will chase this down. Cloak is available now, so this Banshee could be a deterrent. It doesn't have a ton of energy. Percival, cloak your Banshee. Okay, he does do so. And, you know, honestly, I didn't see what server we are on, if we're on West or if we're on Central. Because if we're on West, it's going to favor Percival. If we're on Central, it's going to favor Percival. That being said, this Banshee... Oh, the micro for Max Packs. He's going to save Stalkers for the moment. He's going to get one, get another. Okay, the Banshee actually does come into play defensively. It's not too bad. He has to... Yeah, with the repair, he's fine. Still, we're going into charge for Max Packs as an Immortal. He's going to push out. Percival going to push. Yeah, this is really late stim. Like, I feel like Percival's back's to a wall a little bit. Now he's pushing without stim. Charge on the way. It's 2 tanks, no medevacs. That one, he lost the Cyclone, etc., etc. Banshee's here, but like, tanks with against an Immortal, and this War Prism gonna be quite annoying. No Observer right here. Whoa. Max Packs with the micro. This kid always has such sick micro. Percival does too, in fairness, generally speaking. Like, he is low-key a good micro machine as well. Obviously, like, Max Packs and like Clem are at the peak of mechanic play. Say what you will about Protoss, but say, you know, when you figure in Max Packs, I would argue at times here, not necessarily pure mechanics, but micro hero. Yeah, I mean, today, I don't know, today's been a great one, honestly, for the quality of games we had. With Showtime going down was kind of rough. I think he was just a little greedy today. Mana had some good games. Shin and Bion and Gerald and everybody we've seen today. Eva played a pretty good PvP, but now, I hate to say this, but it looks rough. It looks a bit dire for our Terran, man. I mean, Max Packs up on supply, and several boys falling. It's kind of like the spot he's, Percival's in. He had the starport, but like, we didn't go into any medevacs because of how things went in situationally, and he just wasn't into stim and doesn't have enough units. Okay, some bio is out. Stem's gonna finish here in a second. The medevacs are just now started, but it's too late. I think Max Packs tilted him out. Max Packs too strong. Yeah, he is quite the good player. I mean, like I said, Percival probably was a little upset with himself that game, but I think he did pretty well. They were just losing the units earlier on, and it's something I don't think he should totally beat himself up over. It is definitely definitely rough. Please don't bring 5K players versus Max Packs now. We'll see what we get. I like that it switches it around. And we definitely see upsets, but that was a little rough, and it could have been ping. I'm not sure. I didn't see which server we were on. I was right there. Poor Percival. Man. My man, Mr. Percival. But my man Max Packs getting some dubs. We'll see. Okay, Art next. For now, we have Polish Art versus Max Packs. Let me just change the title. The different spelling. Thank you to Eddie for keeping me informed in the loop, and I'm just kind of going around so I don't have to bug him the repeat messages to players when they're usually going on. Polish Art. So today our biggest streak was actually from Christianer, so well done, Christianer. Well done, Max Packs, right now. And honestly, you know, And B would it be? Curious to see what we get in this series. Wait, is it going to be a Russian art again, or is, I thought it was Polish art? I would just see a Russian art in the channel still. Oh, guys, just so you know, too, it's going on now in Spanish. I'm going to be casting as well. I would like to give a little mention and shout out, considering I put a little in toward this one, because what it is, a show match. I don't want to spoil it for myself, but going on, there's a show match from the Enki Evo series. Actually, I'm going to shout out OSC before anything. I got to remember the Twitch channel. Hopefully these guys... just because the player, I think everybody, you don't know, Tasia is playing, which was shocking to me. Tasia is in some form back in StarCraft in the form of StarCraft Evo, and he's playing against Sue. So that's something else I'm going to be covering. I should probably set that up as an event. Maybe I'll just do show matches in that another day. I might set that up for tomorrow night. Friday night, though. Usually, you know, I'll enjoy my stuff. Oh, it's Baby Marine? We got Baby Marine. Thank you, Rolex. I like it better this way. No offense to art, but it's not a PvP. Hell yeah. We got my man, Mr. Baby Marine. They're hype mad. Yeah, Baby Marine's been crushing lately, dudes. It's got a we got a possibility for the underdog. I should have been doing fucking predictions. It's just usually people don't really use the predictions here. Yet people spend channel points. I don't understand my channel sometimes. Because I have lots of channel point things for, like, you know, regular ladder streams and stuff, and you can pick music and you can do replays and TTS and da-da-da-da-da. I think, you know. Pretty happy. And again, this is sponsored by the Online Sports Championship. Please check them out. OSC.esports.com. They have a shop where you can actually buy.
ERSKR dropped an ascent. UA.
Wait, UA. AI is so fucking scuffed. Darth Vader, you put lol. And it, how did that come out to be UA? I've seen Tangia AITTS do some pretty wild stuff, but UA, what? What? It's not even close, Vader. Bruh. Apparently Darth Vader needs hooked on phonics, guys. The Empire couldn't afford to enhance his literacy skills. Unfortunately. Alright, here we are, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of torches in the red. Give it up for Streamer Zone's Baby Marine. Look at that, I even remember that he's on Streamer Zone. And his opponent in the bottom right in the blue. Give it up for Maximus Paximus. From Psystorm Gaming. How you doing, Night Garden? Baby Marine coming in with a low ground setup. Is he gonna do the CC first meme? Are we back to the CC first meme that was going on for a while with between Foxer and Clem and a bunch of guys? It was Foxer, Clem, and who was it? It wasn't Battle B. Or was it? I'm trying to remember. No, it's not going to be, though. But a low ground setup on torches. This is interesting. He wants a wall. Okay, this is wild. Maybe he just wants a faster Reaper out. It's just a one gas build. Oh, he's just going to chase the probe. Ah. Aha. I feel vindicated in my scrub play because literally I'll go and do a probe scout timing and poke with an SCV. If you don't see one at a pylon scout timing, I'll go for a gate scout timing. Just so you don't get any harass in your racks, etc. Maybe keep tabs on it. Oh, this probe's being annoying, but guess what? Max Pax has got to be careful. It's a Marine opener. And that Marine is going to mean a death to the probe. Baby Marine building his factory nexus. Yo, I kind of don't hate this. What he's doing is he's walling off the ramp. So Stalker aggression's a little bit deflected. And Adept can be blocked with a supply depot. And later on, he could just wall up here, too. Max Pack's first Adept going out. Yep, and that's already going to be a full wall. Provided the RNG works in Baby Marine's favor, he should be fine with his SCVs. At least the one. Even with the other shade, it's going to take Max Pax a bit to get up there, so these guys should finish up. And both are safe. However, he's landing... Uh-oh. 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 Danger, Will Robinson. I don't know about that one. He's opening Hellions, and look at this. I jinxed poor Baby Marine, guys. If he only... Maybe he should have just waited. He wants to go Hellions. It's part of his build, but... I think he should have just waited. The pain. There's more Adepts out, but that other one Adept's not going to be too much of a problem. This one's going to certainly get another kill. SCVs are pulled. He wants to keep this one guy alive. Oh, and he may not. Oh, there's a Marine guarding. He's fine. Wow! Baby Marine actually manages to save 2 1 HP. Literally 1 HP SCVs. This is crazy. But Max Pax weaseled his way in. That was just a little unlucky for Baby. If I'm going to be real with you guys, he was stuck to his build. Baby Marine got a little toyed with there. He is opting to go for his tech lab on his factory. Instead, he started researching STEM, decides to change it up. And he's not going to push back after all. The healing shrine from Max Pack, smart move. Baby Marine can go do the same, so it matters not what the units. And this one doesn't have an air blocker, so you can actually heal like Medivacs, you can heal Phoenixes, what have you, on this map in particular. Now, something about this is making me think, you know, I forget about the healing shrine on this map when I'm playing on it, and I vetoed this map because it was more from my Protoss side, but even like a lot of Terrans like playing this map. I don't usually, but I'm seeing the healing shrine. So I'm thinking in either race I mainly play. I do play a little Zerg too, but for Zerg, it's a fun cheese map in my opinion, but that's why I got to that point. Baby Marine, he saves the medevac and 3 of the Hellions. He's gonna go back in. Nah, dude, you don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. You gotta get the damage done, but losing 1 Hellion, I think you can hedge your risks. Because Max Pax has a lot of units. You can hedge your bets on that one, I should say. I like the siege tank here. Max Pax is going to blink in. He's going to come in from 2 angles. The Cyclone, the Marines, and the tank should defend. He's not micro on the Cyclone. Wait, he does. Okay. Baby Marine, pull that Cyclone back. Please and thank you. He's got 1 HP. Even if he sends an SCV on it, it's fine. War Prism going to come in the typical Max Pax fashion. Oh, that 1 HP SCV is going to go down immediately from earlier. And actually, it's one of the 1 HP SCVs that is constructing, and he didn't go back to repairing. Oof. Yeah, that Cyclone would have been nice to have repaired. Baby Marine, pull a guy down here. You're already building your 3rd. What we don't have going on is any stim and combat shields and such. Now that charge is coming out, I don't know about the tank play. That said, there is an observer down here, and I do like the Viking though for the War Prism. Max Pax has gotten some. He's been a pest, we should say, to the Terran man. It is Max Pax, but oh man, the tank is surrounded immediately. Viking gets taken down. There's not a whole hell lot of anything. The observer goes, but will it matter? The wall's breached. GG. Max Pax takes it. Poor Baby Marine. I think that one kind of spiraled out. I wish he kind of changed his decision and how he went about it with the... I get it with the tech lab, but just going Marines and then maybe getting a tech lab on his factory. Maybe getting one Hellion out if he really wanted to, or a Widow Mine. Personally, I'm just thinking it situationally... just letting that 1 adept in, it's so unfortunate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that would have played out differently. So, I'd say a bit of a build order loss, but kind of the timing on it and the map. I liked his idea. And unfortunately, like, what was, like, really good, it just didn't quite pan out. It is Max Pack, so, like, you got to give the guy some credit here. And we will see. Dang, that was a little quicker than I'd hoped, but hey. Max Pack is quite good. We're just waiting to see what we have next. How you doing, dude? 215. Alright, gotta see what we get next. It's early there. It's noon. I've been up for a couple hours. Got up late. I didn't sleep for shit, so that's why I sound so tired. Max Pack's now with 2 maps. We've been kind of plowing through these. I'm trying to think. And if you guys want to check out the bracket as well, or where we're at on the weekly, I'm actually checking for maps. So we have 2 more maps to go. 2 more. There's always 15 games in the King of the Hill. Unless, of course, in the rare event, there's a draw. Please, 6K plus MMR players. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be there. I'm sure we will be there. See what happens. Just waiting on our next match. Gerald revived. Okay, needs 2 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna take 2. I'm gonna tell Max Pax. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Max Pax versus Geralt coming up. Geralt is revived. When we get to this point, we have revived players, and this could go either way as well. Showtime and Bien would have had some chances. Geralt still does. He's beaten Max Pax. All right. Just waiting on good old Jerry. So I was just telling Max Pax, and just now that I'm seeing him, I'm a little tired from the lack of sleep, but I just remembered something, guys. Max Pax actually 3-gate roboed Estrella. Estrella went Nexus first. It was so like the opposite of stuff. He's like, I didn't think it was fun. No man, Gerald's in now too. Back again. My man Gerald back in the house. Alright, here we go, guys. And let me just get this set up. Here we are, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Incorporeal. In the blue, from Streamer Zone, it is Gerald. Or Geralt. Or Jerry. Jerry! As Newman would say. Not to be confused with Jerry Seinfeld. And his opponent at the bottom right from Sidestorm Gaming, up 2 maps. It is Max Packs. Actually, was it 2? Yeah, I'm a bit lazy on it. We'll see. We shall see. So guys, stay tuned again. Also, if you want to support OSC, as we get into the online sports championship, where's the logo on this map? There it is. Boom. Right in kind of center of the map. The online sports championship. Visit oscesports.com and also check out the Ko-Fi. I'm just going to pop the command in real quick for you guys as we just dial up, and it is going to be 2-gate versus 2-gate. Gerald's going to be like, what the hell? Max Pax is 2-gating? He's changing it up. For those of you that don't follow Max Pax that often, or haven't for the last bunch of years, this is like illegal. Max Pax always 1-gate expands. Well, lately he's been changing it up. He did a 3-gate robo, proxy robo against Estrella in the Pigasaur on Tuesday. Pretty cool to see. So Max Pax is experimenting, I think partially by necessity too. Like at times, he's still quite good at 1-gate expands. I think I'd argue he's always like the best in the business for 1-gate expands, generally speaking. But I think you really have to change it up now. Battery overcharge really hedged those builds down. You could certainly win and still hold things. It just gets it's a lot more difficult on this patch. And honestly, the funny thing is if you guys recall in the original balance patch notes when they had battery overcharge as the Protoss Nexus ability, when it was added, we had Recall and Chrono just before, and they added that ability. The intention was for Protoss versus Protoss, and I think many people often forget that. It was quite annoying to Terrans, and I know Zerg even complaining about it. Zerg, I don't think it was in that patch. Yeah, like even when I'd play Zerg, I think it was not too horrible. I didn't have the most horrible time against it myself. And as a Zerg cheeser against Protoss exclusively, personally, I didn't find it that bad. Terran, I think it was more annoying because you try to get a drop in, you know. There were many things you could defend with it. We'll leave it at that, but in some ways, I personally didn't hate that patch as much for like either of the other races. Being that we're in a PvP, that's how I'm putting it. Alright, Hallucination going out for Gerald. Max Pax pushing with an Adept and a Stalker. Gonna cancel the Shade, he's just trying to get some damage done. Alright, the Oracle here is going to be helpful for Max Pax. Max Pax getting some Dubberinos on the Sentry, but he is taking some hull damage in the Oracle. Ooh, I think he's overstayed his welcome, though. The Adept's going to shade in. This is going to force some of this back. Max Pax keeping this Phoenix out as well. Max Pax decides to cancel the shade. He's going for 2 Oracles. There is a shield battery defend, but Gerald at this time is not going to have a lot of units. Again, one of these Oracles is taking some damage, some massive damage. The double shot Pulsar Beam getting some worker damage against Gerald. Shield battery be damned. It does not matter.
Who wants to have some fun?
Hola, amigo Enki. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream, and I don't want to know the results. I kind of was peeking over toward the end to see if you would be still going, but I didn't want to spoil the results. I hope you had a good series with Tasia. Thank you guys for shout out, Enki. Enki is my brother from another mother. He's put on the a show match Okay. Yeah. Word. 0 words, yes. Yeah, no spoilers, but I hope you had a good time. We have Tasia versus Sue he organized. And I will be casting that as well. Another day. Maybe even tomorrow if I can get it on the Team Liquid event calendar. We'll see what they say. Tomorrow night might be a good idea for me. I'm really considering it. Saturday, as long as I have some time to do some other things in life here, I might actually do that somewhere. Yeah, I have a great stream, and you have a good day, and I hope you had a great time. Because Tasia and Sue, that sounds, and StarCraft Evo at that, guys. So it's Brood War and StarCraft 2. Yeah, he only plays Evo now, and Sue too. Maybe they'll change it up a bit in time, you know, who knows, but I honestly hope Evo grows some more. StarCraft Evo definitely makes the game fun, and especially if you put, like, guys from way back when in, it really leads to some interesting games. Like, you know, we watched Tasia play against Promi, and some other games you'd sent me from the StarCraft Evo Complete thing. This is different. This is Enki's own show match. So guys, make sure you do it. Yeah, Sue as well. Tasia and Sue playing could bring some old strats in. And I'm sure it was damn close. But I didn't want the nitty gritties. I didn't actually see who won. So that was the most important thing to me. But I called that it would be close yesterday, and I have a sneaky feeling it was just that. It was a great show match. Heck yeah, that's what I'm getting. I mean, obviously, I just figured it wouldn't be like, you know, there's no way that's going to be a steamroll in either direction from how Tasia was playing, etc. Well, I just had some text messages I had to deal with. Sorry about that, guys. Life happens. Stasis ward came in. Well, Nexus goes down. And he forces a recall. Max Pax killed Geralt's next natural. This is crazy. What a time for me to get those emergency text messages. Which I should actually deal with. It was not really emergencies, but whatever. This is crazy. Oh yeah. The VOD is available on Enki's stream, and I'm going to be casting it tomorrow probably. Or whenever I can get a Team Liquid event in ASAP. I dropped them as too. If you're free tomorrow night in NA time, I will try to set it up for then. Thanks for the follow, Rick XS. Crazy fights here, though. Max Pax killing the natural, taking a 4th base behind this. Gerald trying to stabilize. Does have a decent amount of units, but... Oh, he eats the stasis. This could be GG. There's even a stasis on the low ground. Not that that's going to matter. Gerald was damn close in supply. One of the pylons going down. Shield battery going to help a little bit, but when you've lost half, not half, but a good segment of your army to that stasis ward where it's just inactive, GG. Max Pack's going to take it, and we have one more map. How you doing, Pachecha? Is that how I say your name, Pachecha? Doing good. And Enki and Pachecha, that was funny. Enki said that. I had some ideas. Pacheca, I'm really tired. I'm sorry. Enki got up really early, as you did too, if you were part of it, I'm sure. For me, it was more I wasn't able to sleep last night, so the combination was rough. But I like the idea of doing Enki. I actually talked to. I was thinking like I got like plans for a little talk showy kind of sort of thing going on. So yeah, we should do some stuff. We should do some casting sometime. Pacheco also speaks some English as well. I didn't realize that too. It seems like. But I think your English is getting good enough, Enki, that he's going to be better than me in an English caster, too, here. Like, who's going to watch me anymore? It's going to be Enki's. Like, yo, today's going to be English cast, Enki. He'll be switching it up. But I think it'd be funny because I'd be very useless in his caster de Espanol. I'd be... It's muy mal. Dave is. Let's see what we got for our final map here. I think it would be a good content. I think it would be good content. And Enki's does absolutely fine. I gotta find ways to make time. Gatos, yes. Yeah, see? And you guys were laughing at you guys are like, library, Dave? That's your family? No. But, cerveza is my favorite word, really, because I love my beer, but now I'm having some health issues, so I can't drink beer as much. But Pacheco does not know, but Enki knows I love my beer. Cerveza is my favorite word in Espanol. Thank you for the follow, Nanoha. We got 4 Jumi. It's Max Pax versus Jumi. Coming up here. Thanks for the follow. Jahona Zantos. But I said my favorite word was biblioteca. I just like how the word sounds. I'm not very, like, it's embarrassing. I got to a certain point in Spanish in high school. But the bottom line is, I didn't keep up with it enough. And it kind of sucks because I had a lot of people I worked with that actually spoke predominantly Spanish. Like in my last job. Do you like Putin? Hell no. I'm sorry to say, but not sorry. Hell no. This is America, baby. You ain't gonna get me liking Putin over here. But I will say this. We're gonna see who's putting their foot up that booty in this PvP coming up. With Max Pax and 4 Jumi. Will Jumi avenge Gerald? We shall see. And all right, Max Pax is up. I forgot how many maps. I'm going to put a 4 on there because I'm really tired. Actually, let me look real quick. It's the last one, so let's tack with it. You guys can correct me. I can't remember how many maps he had. Anyway, coming back, hoping to get the last game of the night. He's blue. He's German. It's my man, for Jumicus Maximus from Streamer Zone. And from Psystorm Gaming. The last pro player on that team. It is my man Maximus Paximus. He changed it up. He played 2-gate last game, so you guys came in. Cynical Desk, what's up? What was the 3? What did I do wrong? Cynical's like, Dave, shut up. Cynical, I'd hate bothering you on all this stuff, but I will try to get you the details. I have a couple events I'm going to set up this weekend. Like, honestly, though, there's other people that do. I feel like it just sucks because you're in EU. And, you know, being in Italy and I'm in New York, I really hate bothering you for stuff because you're always doing everybody's stuff for things. Oh, he's at 3. 3. God damn it. Ha! Absolutely not best of 3, but 3. Thank you, Cynical. I'm such an idiot. But I'll probably have some stuff coming in. Don't worry. Thank you. I really appreciate you, man. We all appreciate your hard work, Cynical. You're always doing God's work for Liquipedia. You and the Ducklings and Kashim. You're always the GOAT. From time to time, Thorn and... Yeah. We'll do, amigo. So, I'm going to have some show matches. Another Kirktown Ready Room. We're going to be sponsored by Ladder Legends there. And I'm going to have... I think I might just set up a... Tomorrow, I'm going to set up at probably 8 p.m. We're Legion. Yeah, exactly. We're going to set up a... I'm going to set up a cast in English of the SE Evo thing. I was going to put that on the calendar probably shortly, very shortly after I'm done with this. So, I'm going to be casting the Tasia versus Sue SE Evo complete in English. If you set the format as Swiss group stage, I won't do though. Yeah, no, I won't. Dude, all my stuff is basic stuff. I manage to scuff up a double elimination sometimes, so I usually keep things pretty basic. Yeah, a Swiss format would be a pain. Oh, forget about it, man. Forget it. Swiss is not. No, I agree. Swiss is a pain in the ass. And we're on Sandworm, by the way. Yo, this is a cool map. I forgot to mention, this map is actually pretty based. We got rocks blocking these, the gold bases. I believe this is a character map. I thought this one was kind of cool. Maybe it's my Star Wars bias, but this desert and stuff reminds me a little bit of Star Wars. Ooh, 4 workers caught in the stasis for Jumi. But it ain't the end of the world. He does cancel the the shield battery. Well, at an inopportune time. Max Pack's keeping all this pressure on. Second Oracle joining the party. Well, Jumi has the shield battery and 2 stalkers here. He should be able to defend all this now. Links in the way for 4 Jumi. Max Pack's just now getting his Twilight Council and another gateway. Shield battery's helping against the 1 adept. Which ain't that much of a threat anymore. It's still going to be a little obnoxious to deal with. Alright, let's take a look here. Yeah, it's just 3 gates. Wonder if Jumi goes to expand. Jumi looks like he might just go to expand. He's doing just that. Adept Shaden is going to get a couple probes, but I think it is going to finally go down. Before Jumi is going to drop his 3rd base. He's losing a couple workers. He is insanely ahead on Blink, where Jumi might be able to find some posture. If he deals with these oracles, okay, Jumi can be the aggressor for a little bit, I think. It is safe to say. Jumi only has 2 gates, though. Yo, Jumi's going to get the stasis with his probe. That's beautiful. That's great for Jumi. He was going for a scout, but that actually works out. That's exactly what you want. Alas, Blink was not done. Forge going down for Jumi's nice. He does have the faster 3rd base, which will be finishing up a fair amount of time quicker than Maximus Paximus's. Le Forge. And also we have Kano casting in French, by the way, guys. So, parlez-vous français, go to Kano. Which we can link here too. I forgot to do that. I should be doing that more often. Low-key Eddie, if you're still up. Français baguette. Gene Sims, squirrel. Haha. The most important word I can know in French. Swiss Farm Hyper One, what's up? Hyper One, good job on the Evo stuff. Like I was saying, I casted some stuff from replay. I can't remember if you were around. Endkey's kind of been twisting my arm back. I literally was thinking, and all this times I ladder, I'm in so many discords, I forget it's a thing. And you've been still doing it. I'm like, hey, Hyper One's been doing this forever because you love StarCraft Evo. And I always forget about it. And then Tasia came in and I'm like, Evo, I forgot this exists. Which is shame on me because it's got it doesn't matter who's in it at times. Like there's just crazy cool, good games. I will say higher level games are usually cooler, and that goes without saying. But obviously, like, oh my gosh, that blink, Jumi. Oh, the pain. Jumi may have lost it just from that one blink into the stasis ward. In a weird way, in an odd way, I think Hero would be proud. There's another stasis right there. Oh, Jumi's got to try to weather this. If these stalkers come back online, he might have a chance, maybe kind of still almost a 2-to-1 army supply leader approaching, but still it's a Stargate. It's not like War Prism, it's just reinforcements coming from across the map. Yeah, that's just an Oracle. There's no proxy pylon from Max Pax. But, oh, the probe. I love it. Jumi sees the stasis ward. Jimmy is clinging on, trying to hold on here. Max Pax dropping a 4th base behind. This photon cannon actually going to be helpful for a second. Every little bit helps, but ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we have much longer. GG, Max Pax takes it, and he now has 4 points. World's largest fighting game tournament. Oh, not that. Huh? What? Anachronistic anarchy. Welcome. GG, and it looks like Max Pax ends as the king. Cristiano had the longest run, but Max Pax close, but he ends up as our king, and we'll start out the next one. A big thank you guys for hanging out. Big thank you to Enki for the raid, and Eba for the raid as well. Good games by everyone. I know it's tough when you're playing against the likes of Max Pax, etc. Beyond, Shin, Mana, Showtime. We had some heavy hitters today. Oh, Evo. I'm talking about StarCraft Evo Complete. Not, I think you may be going elsewhere. Evo is awesome. Like, I think it's cool. I hope we get more players into it. It seems like some people liked it, some people give it a shot, and other people just will, like, refuse to play it. They're like, oh, hell no. You know, not singling players out, but I've tried doing some things sometimes, or trying to get them to join the stuff for Hyper One, and some people just are like not. They're just stuck. Max Pack's 19th time as king. Equals second most of any player. Nice. I was actually going to bring up the website. Let's look at the Hall of Fame and records. We're probably going to have some updates here soon after today, because guess what? Going down, this is the championship, and this is at OSC. Thank you again, Eddie. And guys, make sure you follow. I gotta get the Twitch link too. OSC esports. Every once in a blue moon, Eddie will pop up a stream and be casted on there himself. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so as you can see, it goes back forever. But we're looking at like top ranked players. Where's the King of the Hill stuff? Medals 1. That's further down. Most tournaments played. 100%, but I'm going to show you it's cool. Most bounties claimed. King of the Hill. Look at that. It's already up. It was updated before, but Beyond has now. He was tied with Special in first place for most King of the Hill matches. But what's awesome is Beyond now, for the first time ever, has surpassed Special at 22 map win streak, which is insane. So once that's updated, 22 map win streak. That's crazy. Shin was the defeater of that record today. Well, ladies and gents, thank you for hanging. I will be on later, presumably. I'm going to go take care of business. I got a TCB right now. Thank you. And big thanks to Eddie and OSC. And everybody has mentioned it, guys. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate you. I know I run a lot of ads. Let's go raid Upatree. Let's raid Down a Hill Metroid. Let's go say hi to our pal Sal. gonna close out of the game now, and we'll go send you off. Vamos! You guys have a fantastic day. Thank you, Alan Fairbanks, too. We'll catch you all.